Alrighty, everybody, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. Today, this is a very different episode. We're not doing one-on-one. We got a group of unique, to say the least, ladies here joining us. The point of today, this is actually ladies' brainchild here. We want to hear about y'all's journey in content creating, the things you jump. The idea is to get the female perspective behind it. You know, we've done enough. We've done a few ladies in the one-on-one interviews, we've done
we've
a few.
done a few ladies.
And we've done a few ladies, but we've done a few males.
Wow.
We want to get the female perspective. You know, hear about where you think that maybe some struggles are, some things that might be holding you back, some obstacles that you have to overcome. The whole
The
idea.
fact that you've done a few ladies.
I mean, it's a
I mean, we need
conversation.
to talk about that right there.
And this is why I'm questioning my sanity already. 2 minutes in, I'm being trolled by my wife already. But
We can talk about dick.
It's fine. Dick is okay.
We want to talk about the penis mic again.
oh dear lord.
Oh.
Yo.
I'm down.
Wait a minute.
I want the female perspective on the penis mic. We are going to talk about that today.
Lee's giving up. He's done.
I'm down. I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, so
Where that conversation just
It
went.
doesn't matter. We're talking about dicks now.
Dana's, when we did Dana's, there was a 45-minute conversation about ASMR penis-shaped dick mics and whether they were submergible in water, whether
Hold on,
you
hold
could
on.
use
Yes,
them.
they are. Actually,
And
yes.
if you
we got an
squirt
answer.
and the question came down to is if you squirt and you're that wet, will your mic survive?
and
Percent.
just for
Oh, you
disclaimer
can test
notice.
it in a bathtub. Just throw it in a bathtub and see if it works.
It's just the look on Lee's face. Oh my god.
And this is why chat everything is
Right
marked
there.
as 18 and up, or it is marked having explicit content. Just so we're clear. So if you are not okay with that, there is the door. Don't hold it against you, but I'm forewarning you now. So with that being said, let's do some introductions real quick.
Oh my god, chat goes, that escalated quickly.
But
It always
yeah,
does.
some introductions here. We have joining me to help ask any questions that comes to his mind, or maybe to maybe clarify on some points. Zarmux is going to be joining me today. I think we're going to be getting joined by Joker at some point. Not 100% sure.
It's gonna get real dirty in here at Joker Jones.
Yeah.
He talks about butt stuff more than girls talk about butt stuff.
Yeah. That's for sure. The ladies that are joining, we have Miss FK Llama, who apparently is, for once, being a little too shy, doesn't want to show her face.
I'm a VTuber.
I gotcha.
What do you expect from me? I don't wear clothes. I barely wear pants on my streams. Little fun
Wow.
thing. It's okay.
Let's
and
introduce
then-
her to Nara.
Yeah. So I barely wear stuff. We literally have this conversation, me and my other friends, Anna and Winter, and we literally we wear whatever. We wake up and we're like, you know what? Do I wear pants today? No one can see me. I'm a VTuber. Like, I don't really have stuff.
All right.
to
We're
We
do.
need to consider that option.
Yeah.
Right? I was just thinking that, like,
We need to consider VTubing so we don't have to get dressed and put a bra on.
Yeah, exactly. Let it all out.
I mean, it's all about where you place your camera.
I mean, to be fair, I ain't got a
Sure
bra on right
do.
now because it's in the washer.
Like,
so
you
that's
just
under
that.
the
angle it
desk.
up. Like, who's gonna know?
The camera right
They
under
are
the
free today.
desk. Oh my god.
Today, tomorrow.
Anyway, so you know.
To each their own.
I mean,
Sorry, I start conversations really weird. During
I've watched enough of your streams and lurked on
Yeah,
Llama.
yeah, you
It's
do.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
My streams are fun.
I knew what I was getting into when we sent out
Yep.
the invite. So,
Yep.
and then I even more knew what I was getting into when we invited Phoenix too. So,
Well, that's perfect. So we got two of us.
yeah.
We're both gonna be like that. That's good.
The other person who does not have the camera on, this is Miss Zia's Last Hope. For those of you who were there on the last episode, we just interviewed her. Got really in depth with her. She shared a lot about herself. It was definitely a great sit down with her because there's some things that I learned that I never would have guessed about her, and I was very appreciative that she was very candid and very open about what she went through. Now she made it clear the reason why she's not joining us on cam today is she's not 100% health-wise, so it's easier for her to join us this way.
she's joining us from her couch, the comfy bitch.
Yeah. Watching a stream on my 65-inch TV.
All
There you
right,
go.
rub it in.
That's a
Um,
big telephone.
On the bottom left for me, and hopefully it's the same for y'all, is her name is the Rising Phoenix. We know her as Lily from our GTRP days. It's a rare appearance that we get with her. She's not very social with us and things like this. So.
You gotta lie, bro.
Ain't he calling the kettle black? It goes two ways, bro.
No, I know she's got a lot going on, but she's a very good friend of ours that we met through GTRP. She's got a lot of energy, same as Llama. She's very outspoken and just very candid and to the point about things. So it's definitely going to be interesting with her. Moving up above her is Miss Dana Licious. You guys hopefully remember her as our third episode that we did with the podcast. She's also the better half to System Malfunction, who
Best half.
I'm a little worried that he hasn't shown up in chat yet, so I'm hoping Dana didn't beat his ass yet already.
What do you think? The background's blurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's blood spatter back there.
We have to cover up this crime scene.
Again, another just very blunt, very direct person who is not afraid to say it as it is, has a unique personality in herself, and I mean that wholeheartedly with respect. That is not a dig. Very
Damn
good,
right.
very good friend of
Yeah,
ours.
6 hours.
I know she'll drive the 4 hours to come over to Cleveland and kick my ass if I say the wrong thing. So,
Yes, she will.
to her right, or actually, I guess technically it'd be her left, is Miss Sarah. She is a member, just like ZS Last Hope, Llama, and Zarmux of the FK community. And I believe she's, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're joining us from across the pond.
I am, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yep. She did it.
Haven't had a chance to really, I'll be honest, haven't had a chance to get to know Sarah as much as I would like to say that I have, but hopefully we have a chance coming up here in the future, but today is hopefully another way to do that. And then to my right, this is my wife, Lady.
Wow! Ain't no way!
We've put enough of you out there. I think the world knows you at this point.
Wow, ain't no way.
No.
Okay, that's
The
alright.
wonderful, amazing, always beautiful, and always
keeping
entertaining
Zara.
lady.
We're keeping Zara now.
No,
Wait,
We can keep him.
Lady is my wife. She's been streaming for a few years with me. Everybody knows that we've had a bit of a journey. She's had one. She's very outspoken, and still at the same time trying to find her place in the world of being a content creator. She has her thoughts and her opinions. I think would be definitely a unique introduction. She was actually thinking she was going to sit this one out and just ask questions. I said, no, you're a lady.
I tried.
Get in here and join in. You have thoughts on it. And there's Miss Llama. Definitely not what I expected.
I sneaked in. No one saw me.
Yeah.
To the corner. No, they obviously saw me. Sorry, I was just doing things. Anyway.
We were waving.
Yeah, I
She
know.
looked
I was upset that it wasn't your like boobs moving, but I was like, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not getting shaky.
I think you
real
want them
nose.
to move because if it's anything like Dana's,
There
you
you
get
go,
black eyes
see?
from them.
It just makes his content more interesting, you know? Like people are watching and they're like, "What the hell is happening?" Yeah, see, Zara just tried to do shaking his tits, you know.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Oh, is that system I see moving? Is he alive?
Yeah, it's system.
But
Are you alive? He said.
yeah.
Oh,
Tell
he
me
sounds
really don't
bad.
feel
Poor
good.
baby.
Aw.
All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. I have a lot of questions already lined up for each one of you, and I think that we're gonna
Oh boy.
get some interesting answers on here. What would be, as a female of being a content creator, whether it's VTubing, live streaming, chatting, whatever, TikToking, what would y'all say is probably the biggest obstacle that y'all have to overcome?
I'll be the first to speak on that one. My biggest obstacle is the creepy people. Like, I'm not saying just men. There are women out there too that are creepy, that come in your whispers or your messages like, "Oh, you would get more content if you were to do this." Like, a lot of it's the low V-cut shirts, show off the cleavage. I'm a mom. I'm not about that.
You got an example?
I don't
to
want
set?
to. Yeah, I don't want to send a example to my daughter saying like, "Oh, this is how you do this." Like 9 times out of 10, I'm in a hoodie or a T-shirt like this, like, or I don't even have a camera on 90% of the time.
Exactly. You don't need one.
No, see, that is the theory. That is the question of questions, because there are days when I turn mine off, and Lee's like, turn it back on, and then there are days when I don't. When I turn it on, and I'm like, oh, I should have turned it off
but the
today.
different but the issue there is not so much you don't turn yours off because you're afraid of being sexualized like that. You turn yours off because
Turn it off because there's fucking trolls.
well, no, because you got people who have body shamed you for being a.
Well, yeah.
So that's why I tell you to turn it back on is not to hide from those people because I think that you're beautiful. You have a lot of support, people who are supporting you who feel the same way. So
Oh.
I don't want you to be afraid to show the world who you are.
And I wholeheartedly agree with that, but I do feel like sometimes, like when you open that window up with your cam, like you're letting people into you, and that's a whole nother. You have to be able to take the good, the bad, and the ugly that comes with it. And there are days I can't take the ugly that comes with it.
And That's fair.
So
I think
and
a
that's
lot
why,
of it is like where we are in our mental space, like whether maybe we
Yes.
want to stream, but we just don't have the mental capacity on this particular day to handle the fuckery that's going to come with it. So we leave the cam off that day, or maybe something happens on stream that puts us in a foul mood, and now we're max capacity mentally. Cam's going off. So
Llama actually nailed it on the head. There are days I just don't want to get dressed. Like, let's be real. Like, there are days I don't want to get dressed, and I don't want to have to put a bra on. So if I have to turn that cam on, that means I have to look presentable. I don't want to look presentable.
to be fair,
I
I
just
stream without a bra on because I have it right here. My titties ain't showing.
Right.
So
It
don't matter if they hang into my
The way mine
kneecaps. It's okay.
sits.
And I never look presentable.
I was like, I don't either.
I was
Makes
gonna
sense.
say for me, so I was always on the camera. Like I've been streaming for over 20 years.
Wow.
Since
Okay.
I was 16 years old. The first platform was Google Hangouts. It's literally just it's you guys probably know what it is, but at the time when I was on it, it was you can have up to 6 and it rotates and you can have a chat and then people can come and whatever. So yeah, so I was very, very young when I started streaming on any kind of platforms, and I was always my face showing whatever. I just recently just got into VTubing because I was having a lot of issues, like you guys said, as girls, it's there's a certain part of it. It's like some guys are like, oh, streaming's not for girls, it's only for guys. You guys, you should be in the kitchen. I got a lot of those. Why are you
Shit
doing
in your
this and
soup.
that, blah blah blah, like you don't play video games, blah blah blah. I'm like, I do actually, so that's one thing. But I would have people come in all the time saying like that the women's are only for the kitchen, making me a sandwich, stupid things like my husband here. I hear from my husband all the time, which is funny toward us, but for other people to say something like that, it's just fucked up. But for myself, I just cut that and I just went VTubing because one, I don't need to impress anyone. I don't need to dress up for anyone. I don't have to put makeup on anyone for anyone because I'm married. But still, the people that came in and would attack me because of how I look, how I don't have makeup, how my hair looks, what clothing I'm wearing, this and that, whatever. I really didn't care anymore. So I went VTubing. For the fact because I can create my own character, I can do whatever I want with my character and just have fun, enjoy what I do. I don't have to care what other people think of what I look like. I just make my character as what I would as my personality, and that's what I did.
Okay.
But it's different. It's hard in this kind of business. I call it a business because it is a business.
Sure.
We're all making somewhat money, or some of us are doing it voluntarily and not getting any money from it, which is great. It's just a hobby for some, but for me, I look at it as a business, and I do make some of it, but it helps me get something to do, like something I like to do. I like to just have fun. I like to meet new people. I just met like some of you already, Phoenix and Dana. I just met you guys literally today. Phoenix, I think I've actually seen you around, but I don't know. And I'm super excited that your personality is literally my personality. So we're really gonna fuck stuff up in here. And also, everyone's just super sweet, and I'm just really happy to be part of this. But yeah, it's
Definitely.
nuts that we have to go through so much as girls. But Yeah, we can do what guys can do too. The only things we can't do is jerk off because we don't have a penis.
I
So-
can't
We
stand
can do
him.
it
Yeah.
in heels too, and
Yeah.
make it look good. So I
Exactly.
mean,
No. I am a little jealous that I don't have a penis because I cannot stand and pee.
Well, you
that is
can.
the
There's
only-
actually these
excuse
funnels
me,
now
yes,
that are
you can.
made.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, y'all.
You can pee standing up now.
I used to
You
pee
just
off
have
my
to
back
hover right.
porch.
I'll send a link to Mr. Misfits.
spread
and
them
I'll-
motherfuckers and
so he can
push.
send it to you, and then you guys can like decide on what color you want because there's different colors. Some of them have flavors, but I recommend don't get in those because it just reminds me of flavored condoms. So
Oh my
yeah,
God,
so
those were so cool back in the day.
I know the banana ones were my favorite.
Did you used to collect them when they
Yes,
were colored
and we
lights?
had,
they had
so in the town
my
I
God.
lived in, I lived in back in the day when I was young, it was Philadelphia. They have a store in the middle of the city. It's called Condom Kingdom or Kingdom Condom. It's literally you walk through the door and they have this little basket full of condoms, and they're like different flavors, so like chocolate and banana, strawberry. Literally, you guys, everyone is here. Just type it up, Google. It's the thing.
Well, I
Here
lived in
comes a road trip
LA.
You don't know.
I lived in LA,
Yeah.
so we used to go down to LA, and we used to go. They had condom machines, and
Yeah.
you could tap your quarter in, and you would get condoms. So we used to trade them like they were candy, and it would be like, I have a glow in the dark one. It's hot pink. It's got ants on it, and we would fucking trade this shit. We had collections of them, like fucking mad. You would have thought we were trading Pokemon cards back in the day, but it was
well, that's
condoms.
like that, yeah. You guys, the boys in here are like, fuck, we shouldn't have done this. This is horrible.
Well, my
Why did
husband
we do
doesn't
this?
know that I used to collect
This,
condoms.
this should be like prepared of just not us in it. Because now they're fucking scarred for life.
I think he's learning new things because I don't
He
think I ever
is.
told him I had a condom collection.
There you
You know
go.
what?
There you go.
It's definitely interesting. I'm just being. It's one thing for y'all to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Just we can only.
You can only do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, what about you? Like I said, I haven't had a chance to sit down and really get to know you very well. What would you say has been a biggest struggle for you?
My biggest struggle is people defining who you are as a human being.
Mhm.
Like, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. You should be acting this way. And no, motherfucker, I don't act how the fuck I want to act.
Okay.
You're not my mum. You're not my dad. You didn't bring me into this world.
So do you think that's more just because you're a female, like they think they can come in and
I
dictate
think
it, or is it
sounds
just?
I think men go through it too, but I think women go through it a little bit more than men.
Okay.
Because it's like, oh, your face doesn't fit, or you shouldn't be streaming because you don't fit the criteria. Okay, well, what criteria are you looking at? Because the criteria that I'm seeing right now is there's a whole variety of people. So why is it that you get to single one person but don't single out every other person?
And to that point, I'm guilty of that a little bit because I'll be honest, Llama turning the camera on, definitely not what I expected. Not in a bad way, just I'm not really sure what I was prepared for. But
Excuse me.
no, it's not a bad thing. I just I don't know what I envisioned as you as the face behind the camera.
Okay, wait. What were you envisioning? Was it like a pretty cute little llama just like pops out of nowhere? It's like, oh my god, a llama, and you're like, oh my god.
I think like that little cute little purple Fortnite llama that you want to chase down because it's so
Aw.
cute and it
Did you want to see
glows.
this instead? Is that what you wanted?
I don't know. I guess to Sarah's point, I am guilty. I got
I'll
a
leave.
image. No, you're good.
No, I'll
I mean,
leave.
it's
it.
natural
I
to
can't say
create a
anything.
picture in your head of what you think someone looks like, and then if they don't, it's not derogatory or mean.
Yeah,
to
no,
say
I mean nothing
Yeah.
disrespectful, but I was just raising my hand as being guilty of getting an image without anything factual behind it.
Yeah,
just
I'm
kinda-
guilty of it because I did the same thing with Lucha until I saw him without the mask.
Oh, I know what Lucia looks like without the mask.
Once you saw Lucha without the mask, it was like, holy fuck, you are not what I expected.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
calling
think
you
it
out,
comes
mister.
natural because
Yeah,
you have
always
to.
question.
You have to.
You always kind of think like, what does the other person look like? You can hear their voice, but you can't. You can't put a voice. You can't put a face to a voice unless you actually see that face.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. Like that there is everything. But when you've seen that face and you've seen and you've heard the voice, but you still want to sit there and be like, oh, well, you still shouldn't be doing this. Okay, well, where'd you get off? Like, is that your kink in life? Because if it is, you're in the wrong fucking place.
That's fair.
See, I like the way that you handle that. It's very much if you don't like me, oh well. Dana's the same way. I wish I had that confidence. I don't. I want people to like me, and I want people to want to come and hang out with me. So if you sit there and tell me I don't like this about you, that eats at me. Because for me, I want that. It's like that. I don't have that go fuck yourself yet. I'm working on it, but I don't have it yet.
And Z's,
help you. It's okay. It's an experience. You
And-
just have to tell people to fuck off.
Then we got
once in a
Z's
while.
over here. I know she's a bit quieter.
Oh, there's the Joker.
Oh, God.
Make sure you have things left,
Oh, God.
left in your butt. Don't take
And look at
all the
Zara.
things
Zara's
in
got
your
that
butt
little
right now.
smirk for him, and he's like, all right, is this my chance to get out of here?
I know. Zara's like, I rotate
No,
now.
this is way too entertaining.
Yeah, you can't leave this. You need this.
But
I was gonna say, Zara, you don't get to go anywhere.
But Z is down here. Z is relative. I know she says she streamed previously. She's just now really getting into it on a more full-time basis, just within this calendar year. So Z, what about you? Is there anything that you can attribute as an obstacle or hurdle that, as a female, you are having to overcome? Is there something that stands out to you this early on?
I think the biggest thing is, as a female, before I even started streaming, Zara was like, okay, as a female, you will get, how do I say this in a nice way? Creeps in there sometimes. And they will try to say inappropriate things, but you just have to kind of let it shrug off your shoulder. And I was like, well, like, I'm sure that they do that to men too, and it's not so much that they do it to men, women do it to men, but it's not as common, I think, as it is for men to come up in your chat and try to be like that.
Mhm.
And
think
they don't
I
even
think-
care if you're taken or not.
Men think it's
Fair
a dating
point.
site. Let me come in and tell you how hot you are, and you're gonna drop your pants for me.
I didn't
Mhm.
think
I
about
think
that
they
until
come
Z
off-
just said that.
I think they come off a little bit more aggressive than what a woman would in a man's DMs or in
Oh,
chat or whatever too. But
Yeah.
I'm speaking, from a female's perspective. I mean, I have seen in the past where a female comes into somebody's chat and it comes off super aggressive, and I'm like, "Whoa, girl! Like, what you doing?"
Mhm.
But
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think it's more aggressive when a man does it in a female's chat.
Okay.
I think men just do it disrespectfully and distastefully. When they come in, there's no concept of, hey, you're hot. It's, hey, nice rack. It's shit like that. It's like you want to sit there and think it's okay to just look at everything else and call that out, but not enjoy what you're here to enjoy. Like,
So
this isn't
here's
a
what I
dating
just-
site.
Here's what I just realized. Men, I think they get it more from other men. Like, dick size contests and pissing contests, right?
Dick size contest. Yep.
As females, we get it from both sides. We get the sexualization and objectification from men, and we get the jealousy and the backstabbing, like,
How much can I
villainous
tear you down?
from the women.
Two-faced.
Because, yeah,
Mhm.
like, we get it from both angles, and men don't really get it, not typically, both from both.
Women don't go after men like, hey, your content's better than me. Let me tear you down by, airing every dirty secret you have. Women do it against women because we know how spiteful and mean we're being, and we know that we are going to make you back off and retreat and rethink what you're doing.
So have y'all had to deal with that at all? Like, is that something that you've come across yet?
Oh, it's for in friendships for me, honestly.
On
Deadass.
the daily.
Like I've left Discord servers left and right over it. Like, I mean, it's something you deal with daily.
Let me tell you something. I am too fucking old for people's bullshit, okay?
Yep.
I'm about to turn 40 years old. If you want to stay in the 16, 17-year-old mentality despite your age and start drama and start whispers and this, that, and the other thing, more power to you. I'm going to put you in your fucking place real quick, but then I'm going to tell you to fuck off because I ain't got time for it.
Right.
Nope.
If you are not in my circle to be a positive force, a positive influence, to build me up and me build you up, and like we work together to get where we want to go separately, whatever the case may be, if that is not what you're after, if you're after, like, if you're a little scheming bitch wanting to get some information so you can go run and tell somebody and try to ruin me, you can suck a dick and I'll talk to you in the next life when I put you there. But, you know.
When I put you there.
See, I think that's the difference, is that women are so brutally nasty to each other. We tear each other down. We do not take the time to sell it.
Now hold
This
the
is
hell
the difference. Well, they're
Hold the
okay.
hell on.
They're
Your blanket that's a blanket statement.
You're right.
We ain't like that.
No,
but
no.
in general, women,
yes, women
Okay,
are
let's
brutal.
clarify.
We do not care what we do. Men will go in, will have a fight, and they will duke it out, and they come back and they can hug it out and be done. It doesn't work that
a
way.
beer
with
and shoot a
women.
game of pool.
Yeah, with women it doesn't work that way. Most
No, you're
women,
on my shit list for life.
yeah, like we hold grudges, and I don't know if it's just because that's who we are as creatures. Like, men are just so easily to be like, we're moving on, we're good.
I think it's because we have to deal with it so often and from both
Maybe.
genders, both sexes, that once it happens, we have to cut that. Like, we cannot just, okay, we good, we duked it out, we're good, because we know that once it happens once, it's gonna happen again and again and again and again and again. Because women are habitual creatures, especially if you're a vindictive, lying hoe bag.
Well, I will
and I
tell you
think-
so. Men are guilty of that. Men fall for that shit every day. It's why women get away with the shit they get away with.
And that creates
Because
a pattern.
because we go to a man,
Hold on,
we
hold
tell him what we need.
Lady, go ahead, Phoenix. You were
I was
starting to
gonna
something.
say, no, I was gonna let her finish her thought.
No.
I was.
Feel
I was
free to
just
cut me off.
I was just thinking, you know, like I had this conversation with somebody the other day actually about why women take things so easily into the heart and everything. And I think it's because we are naturally born to be the caring, loving people. Because, you know, you think about it as a mother's aspects. That's what we're built to do. You know, and I throw up the air quotes because whatever. But my thing is like we expect, okay, if I'm gonna be a nice, loving, caring woman, like, I'm a woman's woman, I'm gonna back you 125%. I don't care if I don't know you. If somebody's in there talking shit in your stream, I'm gonna have your back. I don't care. But I've come from that, like, long line of people tearing me down, and then you take it so easily to the heart, and you're like, well, why, you know? And then you like, women are harder on themselves. Like, right before we started stream, we were all saying, oh, we look like shit. All of you are beautiful, first off, but we're harder on ourselves because that's how we are. It's how we're built, essentially, you know. And
How we've been trained.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's drilled into our brain to be that way. So then, like, when you have another woman coming out and she's like, oh my god, you're hideous, like, why are you doing this? You should shut off your camera. You save everybody this, you save everybody that, you know. It's like you like sit there and you're like, yeah, I wasn't feeling myself today, I wasn't feeling full today, and I sense, hey, like, whatever. And then you have that one person come in and then it ruins your whole stream. Like, I've had friends point out in my streams before, like, girl, you were great until this one person made one comment, and then your whole stream went downhill. Like, it affects them.
It's fair.
That's when I had to turn that shit off. I had to turn the feelings off. Like, you come in there, start running that mouth, cool, I'm gonna run it with you, because if I'm that's what I started doing. Like, I clear it up front. Somebody new comes in the channel, they follow me, cool, hey, welcome to the club, you know, don't mind me, I look like shit today, but, you know, I take the wind out of their sails. They can't say something I've already brought up.
The way I look at it is, if they don't want to see what I look like, they can just leave. That is an option.
point.
They don't have to sit there and watch me. Or if they don't like the game I'm playing or whatever. And I have to have that mentality, because if I didn't, then I, you know, like you all said, I would be tempted to turn off my camera or whatever the case may be. And I just have to be like, okay, well, if they don't like me, they can go to another stream. They can click the off button. They can go look in a mirror at somebody that they actually appreciate looking at. I don't really care what they do, but, you know, if they're going to be in here, they're going to see my face.
choosing
Yeah.
to be in there. If they don't want to see it, they can choose to take their happy ass out of it.
So I want to get Sarah's take on that real quick. But on this note, I have a question for you. Being a VTuber, do you feel that your streams are impacted negatively being a VTuber? Because it seems like we're hearing a lot, and whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, of opinions based on being able to see the person.
Well, okay, yeah. So, like I said, when I was not a VTuber, I was attacked a lot, whatever, as normal, as any woman would be attacked for not wearing the right clothes because somehow the viewers know better than us for some reason. But when I became a VTuber, I still get people coming at me. Your VTuber's ugly. Her tits are not big enough. And I'm like, dude, I don't even have tits myself. Why would I put my VTuber with big ass tits? That wouldn't be me. That doesn't make any sense. So I set it up as just as if it was looking like me, but I would still get people coming in. Your content's boring. Why are you a VTuber? Your VTuber is ugly. She needs different clothing. This and that. It's still the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're on camera or you're off camera. We're always going to get that same reaction from your viewers. And then at a point, yeah, when I was a few years in, whatever, I took offense to it. I would take off weeks, months, because I was very, my anxiety was really bad, depression, like I was going through a lot of stuff in real life. So I had to like, I didn't know what else to do. So I would take off and then I would lose a lot of people. But being myself and doing what I love to do, and people come in and still say stuff, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna do what I like. You don't like it, then leave. I literally tell them, hey, there's this YouTuber over there trying to do other things. Maybe you should go check them out. Or I just go promote other people. I literally don't like negativity in my streams. So I keep in my streams very positive. Everyone knows that I don't have a negative thing in my bones. I literally don't talk shit about anyone. Everyone here, other than the new people that don't know who I am, VK, FK people know, I literally don't do negative stuff that brings everyone down, and I don't like it. So if someone comes in and does it, my mods know, okay, well, goodbye. You're not welcome here, or go somewhere else because we're not interested in it. But as a VTuber, like you said, it's the same. We still get the same things. Doesn't even matter.
Tell us, on cam, off cam,
Yep, it doesn't
VTube,
matter.
no VTube, but we're women.
Yep, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Because
feel
I
like-
guarantee you, male VTubers do not get as much shit.
Oh no, they're like, oh wow,
That's
your
female
stuff is so cool. Where'd you get it? Oh my god, that's the coolest thing ever. Or if we don't have anything, right? We sound like men somehow. Oh, you sound like a little boy. Why do you sound like a little boy? Little boys shouldn't be streaming. And I'm like, I'm a woman and I'm way over that age.
Do you?
I don't know
not
what you
feel,
mean.
Do you guys not feel like there is a sign above us that says, "Please fucking pick on me"?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I'm a
hold on.
woman.
Babe, hold
Please
on.
come in and do your thing.
Lady, hold on 1 second. I want to get Sarah's take on this though, because she's on one we haven't heard. So, how do you deal with that kind of stuff, Sarah? I mean, you've heard the other ladies talk, so we haven't really.
I've had to toughen myself up. I had no choice but to toughen myself up. I came from Twitch and I was raided by probably like 4 or 5 different people. Like they came from one server, come from another server, come from another, come from another, and come from another. I was outdated. I was flooded, and
Hate rates?
they knocked me down. Like they tore me at my weakest. I was penalized for my voice. Oh my god, you don't fit in here. You're British.
So
You're
you
too
didn't
fat.
just. So yours wasn't just. You
It
have
was
gotten just the
different,
voice as
everything.
well, not just the looks, but you got a voice. Oh, wow. Okay.
It was all about my voice. I'm British. It was, you're too fat. You shouldn't be here. It was death threats. It was everything. And at that point, like trying to manage the whole chat with just myself, trying to ban, remove this and the other. In the end, I shut down, and I stepped away from streaming. I was like, I can't come back to that. How do I come back from that? And I had to work on myself. So for 2 years, I worked on myself, and I had to toughen myself up, because if I didn't, I'd be a crumbling mess still. Now it's a point of, if you don't like what I sound like, And if you don't like what I look like, fuck off. You don't have to be in my chat. You don't have to be with me. If you're not part of my circle, my clique, move on. Watch somebody that you do like. You don't have to come and bother me. Everyone is beautiful in their own way, and they shouldn't be defined because of how you are, how you speak, how you look, how you dress, how you... nothing. Oh, your boobs are too small. Oh, maybe I like my fucking eggs.
Maybe we should thank them then. No, they're the reason. The haters are the reason that we were able to get a thicker skin and to be able to withstand it. Like, honestly, they gave us strength while they were trying to tear us down. So thanks for that, dickheads.
That's a fair point.
So I do have a follow-up question regarding all of that. Has your experiences made you apprehensive when new people come into your streams? And if so, are you more apprehensive towards men coming in or women coming in?
I don't think it
definitely
really matters
men.
who comes in, to be honest. For myself, like, honestly, whoever comes to my stream, I get happy about it. I'm like, hell yeah, another person, let's go. They come in and cause some chaos, and I'm like, yeah, fuck off. I don't want that today. But other than that, I open my door to everyone, no matter male or female. If they are saying crap, sometimes I can flip them from being negative to positive, which happens before. I'll just be myself completely, and they'll be like, oh, I was gonna come here and troll, but you're actually a really cool person. I'm not gonna do that. So I don't know. I'm open for both people. So
I
Okay.
think
it's
it's wonder if. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So Llama, to his question, there's no apprehension or no, like, even a 1% of you not on guard, seeing a new face in there, like, okay, what do I need to expect?
no.
Okay.
I literally, like I said, I open it for everyone. My streams are very positive, so like I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, I heard stories about this person. Like usually things that are outside of my own community, I don't pay attention to because there's always a lot of negative drama, a lot of this and that, she and he said, whatever nonsense, and I kind of separate my community from that. If new people come in and I don't know who they are, but I know stories, I'm not gonna be like pushing them out the door and be like, okay, well, I heard shit about you. Like, I'm gonna open my door no matter what, unless they do it to me or they do it to my community. But
Okay.
other than that, I'm open to anyone really to hang out with us. So.
Okay. Go ahead, Dana. I'm sorry.
I just thinking on it now. I actually didn't even really think about it prior to this, but if I find it is a male coming in, I change. Like, I'm not sure if it's my voice or how I speak, but I notice a slight change because I feel like I have to change something to make them want to stay. And I'm always wary because it's always been men who have come in and talk about, well, before I lost weight, like I was almost 400 pounds, and they would always, comment on my weight and stuff, but it was always men who did that, not women. And so I'm always on my guard when I find out it's a male coming in. And I literally, now that I think about it, I change. Like, my body posture changes. My whole aura changes when they come in because I want to make sure that I'm appealing to them enough that they come back. Even if it's not like showing my titties and stuff, but like I want them to like me and I want them to come back because I find that keeping men as viewers, especially when you're not an ace, as my husband used to call them, it's very difficult because a lot of them are not there for your personality. They're there for what they can see while they're watching you.
Okay.
I think I changed when men come in my stream too.
I bet you do. 'Cause you
Lord
wonder who in the
Almighty.
butthole.
You
You
called
wonder
it.
how much hair they got down there.
I get really turned
He
on like when
waxes
Zarama
his.
comes in my stream.
He actually waxes his butthole, so I don't know what you mean. They have a wax section, the boys.
This is true.
Oh boy.
We play darts. Like we'll make wax out of darts and try to shoot it in each other's butts.
I've seen this, yes. The secret society that they have. It's weird.
Phoenix, welcome to the FK community, just so you know. So,
Mhm.
see her, she's trying so hard over there.
Man, and you thought I needed a filter, like the
Yeah, no, honey,
And
you
he
don't
look
need a
at him.
filter
He's
in this.
completely.
You don't need a filter.
He's straight faced.
No.
He is not even fucking joking. He is straight faced, thinking about somebody's butthole right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm looking at Zara Mooks, and then I looked up a little bit higher and I seen Misfit. So now I'm
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
trying to
boring.
control
he has
myself.
little
We get
things
system in here?
guys.
now he's
Well, don't-
running.
then I'll need to clean up. Don't get system in here.
I think he's looking for a butthole sandwich.
Well,
Well, Luca
I was
in here.
Googling.
He was looking good.
Yeah.
He was talking about the blurriness that he couldn't see you, Joker.
Son of a
Lucha
bitch.
needed that.
Yeah. Now that we're talking about buttholes, but getting back to the build up to the question that I'm curious about. So based on everything we talked about, do you ladies feel like you have it like you get hindered on a industry level? We're going to take Loma's terms here. On an industry level, by females who seem to go out of their way to sexualize themselves, whether it's the hot tub streamers or the girls that throw it all out there, and we've all seen one out there, so I'm sure we can think of somebody. But do you feel like you're hindered by them?
I'll say I do. I actually had somebody come into my stream. They rated, and it was like a rate of like 12 viewers. It was like my biggest. And they were like, "Oh, well, I'll gift subs and gift biddies if you can promise us a hot tub stream." Like,
Wow.
mind you, this was back when I was your stepmom gaming, like when I got branded. But like, it really like made me look at my stream and like, is this even worth it anymore? Because I'm not those girls.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sexualize myself out there to get viewers, to get money. That's not what I'm there for. No. And then when I did my rebranding, like a lot of my viewers like completely left. Like they don't come in anymore. They were there because I was your stepmom.
So just
I feel like
just the sexual aspect of your name
Mhm.
was
Well, it started out as a joke and then it kind of fucking stuck in.
okay.
It was literally a joke and then it stuck and I was like, why did I fucking do this to myself? And then one day I woke up and I looked at Nara and I was like, you know what? This is not the lifestyle I want her to see as what it needs to be. Like, so.
like my answer to the question is yes and no. Yes, if I was a titty streamer, a hot tub streamer, or whatever, I would probably have more views and have more subs and have more, whatever else. True. But I also feel like even if those streamers didn't exist, then the people who watch them and want all women to be like them or whatever would not exist. Like, they would be on OnlyFans only, or like they would be looking at other sites looking for that kind of content if it wasn't available on streaming platforms. I
They would
don't
stick
feel
to their
like
porn.
Right, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, because anybody who comes into my stream with the intent of finding a new streamer to watch, they're not looking for that, and they're going to see in the preview that that's not what they're getting. They're going to come in knowing and not expecting that. So, and if they were, they wouldn't come in anyway. So I feel like I'm not really missing out on anything, honestly, because they know coming in they're not going to get what they, what they might want.
So I don't feel like we're missing out, but I feel like we're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't. Everybody
That is.
expects to see that hot, sexy chick in the bikini, flashing what they need to flash to get what they want. I'm not Pornhub, and I'm not OnlyFans. If you want that, get the fuck out.
I mean, I'll show you these rolls, but ain't nobody going to want to see them.
Well, look,
Exactly. I mean, we can butter you up in some, apple butter, and we'll talk later.
Listen, we can video an oil wrestling match, lady. Let's go. My ass will be out for everybody.
We've got the female.
I'll be the one selling the tickets and the popcorn.
Lucha
Man,
and
I was
Joker,
gonna
think
do
y'all
the
just
People
went
come to
close.
hang out,
Well, what were you trying to say, Joker?
I was gonna say I keep it 100. Like, if I'm scrolling down on streams and I see them pretty much exposing themselves, I click off on them as fast as I can, because that's just not what I want to watch. As far as now, not everybody's like me, you know. Like I know Zaramux only wants to see, you know, butts and shit. But like me, I rather like I want to watch somebody who's entertaining. And to me, watching somebody sit in a hot tub or watching somebody do stupid shit is not entertaining. Stupid shit meaning, oh, I'm gonna do squats for some subs. That's stupid as hell to me. Now, if you're gonna joke around and you're gonna, you know, I'm wild. So if people start talking about wild shit, then I'm probably gonna stick around. It don't matter to me what you're wearing. The only time I want somebody to be in a bikini is when like Misfit and Zaramux and Lucha streaming.
Food for thought.
Inevitable.
I can make
There
that
had to be
happen.
something at the end of it.
I
I'm
can
gonna
make that
buy
happen.
them bikinis. I'm gonna buy you guys bikinis now and send them. To
I-
you guys
well,
just
okay,
for-
I've already-
Don't you tempt me with a good time.
I already
No,
have
no,
the,
no.
I already have the
Hold on.
bathing
Gotten
suits.
one now.
Hold on,
I have the bathing suits on list. I already have the pool that we're gonna use on list. There's the location's already listed.
FK
So
Speedos.
this is already prepared. I just need a warehouse to start streaming this because this
FK
is
No,
Speedos.
no, no. You don't get a Speedo. We want bikinis.
Lee's
Oh,
favorite
okay.
color is
Okay.
blue. The
Go at
bikini
it.
has to be blue for Lee.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Can it be a thong
I need
bikini?
colors. I only know where.
Has to be a
Each
thong
person.
bikini. What do you mean can?
I want a
It
leopard
has to
print.
be.
Okay, I got
No.
I
it.
want
Right.
leopard
I'll
print.
write that down.
Lead
Then I was
with
gonna
your
do it
thong.
with all their faces on it.
So wait,
Okay.
is Misfits joining? Mr.
I have to
Misfits.
wait
I,
till
I, I'll add
Misfits.
him as the list as well.
I'll make
He
as
is,
a
Misfits
special
he
in
is
guest.
blue. Yeah, he's blue.
Okay. Okay, special guest. Got it.
Mhm.
Blue.
And we'll make sure his thong is nice and tight so that
Okay,
you can watch
perfect.
those
I need to, like,
athletes
Oh,
jiggle.
Just the
my
butt
God.
cheek. Got it.
Yep.
This turn could turn for the. I love this. This took a serious turn.
I'll take a pink, but make sure it's in Shamu size, please.
Yeah. I got exactly what yours is.
Oh,
in.
that's hot.
I already know what color you got.
Zaramux, don't make me get an apple and put it
Wait,
in
is
your
it
mouth.
Shamu in the back or the thong side? I mean,
No, I got
Shamu in
all
the
of it.
front or the thong side?
I got all of it. And then
I mean, all of it. It's just all Shamu all the time.
So hot.
Oh boy.
Zaramux is lying. He's
I
beautiful.
got Zuga. I got like a bunch of like random ones that have like the you know like the characters with over their dicks, like the elephant ones or like
Oh my
the
God,
other ones. I have
those?
some of those too, just in case.
What is this
one of them
dick you
wanted
speak
to
of?
mess up.
I mean, Luchas, not Luchas. Jokers would have to be bigger than a roll of pennies.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
what is
we
this
have
dick
to
you speak
stuff-
of?
We may have to stuff it a little to give him some.
A
Guys,
little. You have to
extra,
stuff it a
yeah,
lot.
extra ooh.
I
you
know we're
Yeah.
joking about this, but can you imagine the viewership of watching
I
these dudes like
literally
walk
know.
around in a hot tub?
Yes.
I actually have an edit working of them actually in a bathtub together, but this
Oh my
gives me
God.
more ideas.
That's gonna break the
This
internet.
has to
Yeah, it's probably
happen.
gonna break the
And
internet.
I will volunteer system as well. Get his ass in a bikini too.
Oh yeah, give
You know-
me a picture. Send me a picture.
I
I
need-
love it.
I will.
I need somebody to be tall besides me though, because being
That's
tall.
what lead is.
That's
what
right.
Misfit
Lead
is.
and Lucha.
He's tall.
Hell yeah.
You're good. You've got your
'Cause I'm
short
six-
boys too.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, you're fine. We got some.
But what sucks is why am I so tall
You'll be
and
on
not
top most of the
less like
time
Zaramux?
anyway. So, it'll be like on a London Bridge, but they go underneath you, but they're like
Oh,
hitting the
this
face.
is-
You know what I mean?
Are we gonna play like the what they call that shit when you play frog and jump over each other?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Leapfrog?
It's like
Leapfrog?
that's why we're called Final Kill. It's not really Final Kill. It's fuck. So that's
Oh
our
my
little title.
God.
Yeah, the fuck boys is what it's called.
Every leap, the ball sack hits the back of the one's head.
Yep, exactly.
My mind
You
is
know,
blown.
and then it has to have something with butts because everyone loves butts, and Zara is more about
Let
butts.
me write this shit down.
So,
It needs-
yeah,
it
I
needs
know.
to
I've
be-
already had all this stuff written down.
That's
It
why we
is
put
very-
mud in it. That's why we
Oh
put
my
mud in the
God.
hot tub.
Mud
It's like
and
they've
Jello.
been doing a lot.
Jello was
Hold on.
requested, and
Hold on.
chocolate pudding was requested.
There we
I don't
go.
know why.
Chocolate pudding.
I like chocolate
definitely.
pudding. We could consider that mud butt,
Yep,
right?
see, it was requested.
So
With
My
System's
head- my head
butt
is
acting
spinning.
up, he's got mud butt all day.
Who would have thought this podcast actually turns into a fuck one?
Well, this is what happens when I join a goddamn podcast.
and you know what? Llama
This
called
is
it
when
before
you
you even
have too
got
many
here.
members from fuck to
Yes,
come in
you
here.
Joker, the funny part is Llama literally called it. She said if Joker's showing up, it's not going to stay on topic.
No, it's not. I told
Yeah.
them that.
I graduated.
What?
So I graduated from public school. So I have a
So did
really
I.
hard time. But I'm from New Orleans, so our public school system's like really bad. So like we took spelling tests in like 11th grade, so I didn't exactly get the best education. So I have a really hard time
boy.
staying on topic. I'm like, you ever seen the movie Radio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like the radio of streaming. I think
So,
I've got to be.
Not a bad thing.
no, it's not. No, it's
It's
not.
not.
And there's definitely not a problem with this at all because the whole idea is for people to, it's not just to talk about the female perspective of content creating, the struggles. Like, I'm not here to focus on just the negative stuff. It's a way to promote, let people see that behind the name, behind the camera or the VTube, there is an actual human being who enjoys the same conversations, the same things that we do. And like we already talked about, not just judging them based off their name because, of a joke that stuck or the way they look or because their physical appearance isn't what you expected. So getting this side of y'all is exactly what I wanted to see, because it puts so many of y'all out there and to say, hey, they're not objects to be just objectified. They're people here, fantastic streamers, whether you only stream once a week, once a month, or every day. And yes, Phoenix, that's a shot at you. So
Listen, I used to stream every single day for
Whoa.
hours.
Wait.
Time out. Like
That's
every
rude.
day for hours. And then, mom life,
Ow.
single mom life at that, first off. So,
Wait a minute.
Phoenix,
now hold on.
I
Hold on.
promise when the stream is over, I will beat him 8 ways sideways to Sunday.
Man,
to
you
make
can
feel
leave.
better.
videotape
Can
that.
you do it?
Stream it.
I will.
Stream it. Do
Give
it
him
while
the
he's
butt.
on
Give
stream.
him the butt plug. He needs it.
Whoa.
He needs
Damn,
the butt
all right.
plug. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking
No,
about.
I was thinking, one of those big old strap-ons is gonna make
Yeah,
you
that's
scream.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
blink.
got you
Blink.
the
Like,
link
wait
on
a minute.
Amazon.
Hold on, I'm
Glad
blink-
you-
I'm
you
blinking
your
hardcore
friends
for help here, chat. So please.
Wait a
That's
minute,
so
wait a
hot,
minute.
though.
What?
All that lead said.
Blink if you're
Oh.
in danger. He's up there.
All, all that Lee just said. Did you just like nicely call me ugly, Lee?
No, I wasn't even including
Yeah.
you. I left you out of it completely.
He
Oh,
was
you beautiful
completely
man.
attacking. He was completely
He was just
attacking me
attacking
on
all the
here.
rest of us.
So, real quick before I ask my next question, and Zara and Joker, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to jump in. But I know most of the ladies here, but Llama and Sarah, I know Llama, you mentioned that you're married. Do y'all, Sarah, do you have a spouse or significant other, and do you have children?
I was originally I was with Debbie. We are not together no more.
Mhm.
That shit kind of sailed. We were on a different wavelength.
Okay.
But yes, I have currently found myself somebody at home here.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Wait a
Good for
minute. So
you.
you're telling me Debbie's available?
Yes, Debbie is available. Yes.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Go write that down, Joker.
Oh boy.
But
Send him a DM. He
so,
likes DMs.
so Llama, are you a parent as well?
No, but I have a 2-year-old German Shepherd. So I'm a mom, a dog mom.
Okay.
I don't have any children.
For the
That's
sake of this
just
question,
not
that's
having a
just as fair.
child.
So
Yeah.
it's hard for me to really speak on this because I have Lady and our kids are out of the house. So this is where I'm really gonna need Jill's help. And Zara and Z is both the old mate. Joker, you're married. Do you have children? I don't think I've ever actually.
He does.
Yes,
Two little girls.
I got a 9 and a
Two little
7-year-old.
girls.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is, really can go out to
They just-
everybody, but
They just asked me for a snack, like just now.
Yeah, I asked you for a snack too, and you never gave me one. So
Joker, I'm gonna come back to you in a second, and Zara, I want to get your thoughts, but it's more for the ladies. Do y'all find it harder as streamers? Do you feel that it's harder for being a mom, or even if it's a dog mom in Llama's case, to have to balance your responsibilities as a streamer than maybe say a male would?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
When our kids were in the house, yeah.
the thing about that is mine are bonus kids.
Mhm.
So
Still
our
kids?
situation is reversed. System is more the active duty parent. I actually have an easier time streaming with balancing responsibilities than he does.
Okay.
Plus, we live in his parents' house, so his mom will come in and be like, "I need you to do this. I need you to do that." She doesn't care that he's streaming. She doesn't know what that even means most of the time. She's from Brazil. She's She understands English, but she misses some of the nuances in the language, so some things just fly right over her head, and she would never understand what the fuck streaming is or what it would, no idea. His dad will tell him with very little notice that he needs him to take him to go get his car, or he needs to take him to the train station because he's going somewhere to drive. He drives doctors and stuff around for money, like he's their chauffeur or whatever. He goes and, he'll tell Mark 2 hours ahead of time when he knew 2 days ago, I need you to do this and this and this on, at this time. And Mark has to stop what he's doing and do that. Well, for one, because we live here and that's like his responsibility as part of living here. But the kids being his, they tend to come to him more. I generally make decisions, so I don't know why they go to him all the time. But it's always asking him and less me. So when I'm able to stream, it's usually uninterrupted, where his is, oh, be right back, put up the BRB screen and run out real quick and have to come back.
Okay.
For me, I think it's about same because I'm the active parent during the day while the kids are at home. Because Zara is usually working at that time. So he does his streaming in the morning and the girls are actually at school. For me, I just wait until they go to bed. I just do my streaming time at a different hour when they've went to bed. And I do that because that way I'm not sitting there, having to constantly, get on to my children and stuff, so that it doesn't interfere with my stream and people aren't like, well, you should really be, paying attention to your stream, instead of, us looking at an empty chair all the time. So that's why mine is set.
I'll flip them off and tell them to go suck a penis.
And so that's why mine is late in the evening, is because that's when they're asleep and I don't take time away from them, because I do like spending time with my children, and that way I get to do that and I still get to do what I like, because I can just do what I like when they're asleep.
Okay.
I think it also depends on their age. Like for us, ours were older, so they were self-sufficient. They didn't need us for things. Our youngest is going to be 18 in October. They didn't need us. They were capable of coming and going as they pleased or what they needed. So for us, our ability to be able to do it was different. If you have younger ones, I can definitely see where that struggle would definitely play a part, like Phoenix.
Okay, so
No, wait, hold on.
beep beep, here comes that
That's
bus
the demon
again.
spawn is behind.
So wait, hold on. So are you referring to Phoenix as one of your children, or are you saying that using her as?
You didn't hear? You guys adopted me. The fuck?
I mean, she calls me mommy all the time. Have you not been around for that? Where have you been?
okay, you're done.
Hell yeah, what they said.
So this is like my stream, like dead ass. Hey, stop. Okay, no more.
I feel you.
This
I
this
feel
is
your
my
pain.
stream. Okay, this is my go through. Stop. Okay, enough. I
Save
love
the
you.
little people.
Go watch your show, please. I love you. Okay. Anyways, this is my stream. Like, I actually have channel redemption in my stream where they can use channel points to let her play for 5 minutes. Like, I somehow tried to incorporate her into my stream. I did it after my rebranding because, I mean, I'll be honest, when I was your stepmom, it was all toxic. Like, could only give you an imagination on that. I honestly, or whatever you call them, from streaming to do the rebranding. So like she will join in on the games. I mean, I even Call of Duty the other day, and she plays on my Xbox while I'm sitting at the PC. And we'll play together.
She's actually better than her mom, from what I hear. So.
Hey, maybe with the gun, but with those grenades, they call me Grenade Goddess for a reason. Okay, listen.
I mean,
and
it's
don't
pretty
make me
sad
put
when
her in
you're-
GTA because, like,
It's pretty sad when
I
your
was a
kid
terrible
outplays
driver.
you.
Listen,
I'm saying sure they can outplay me.
dude. She told me the other day. She said, "Mom, I want to do what you do." I said, "What do you mean you want to do what I do?" She's like, "Where you talk and you stream your game or you show your games," is what she said. And I was like, "Am I streaming?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Honey, in a few more years, like you can't do that until you're like 18." But I'm gonna tell you guys, like, she's gonna be a great streamer one of these days, like,
Okay.
flat out.
Now, Llama, I know you don't have kids, but you have your dog and you have your husband. Do you feel like your responsibilities at home impact your streaming in any way, or do you feel like you have extra added responsibilities being a wife and, in a way, a mother? Does that ever play a factor in your streams? I think she might have had to step away for a second.
She said,
Yeah, I
"Fuck
think
you,
she
Weed. I don't want to talk to you."
Now, Joker and Zoe, just from, while we wait for her, on the flip side of that, how do y'all feel like that? Oh, wait, here she is. Having some technical difficulties.
Sorry about that. I had to take a douche, so I had to turn off my camera. Just want to let you guys know I'm very open about if I took a poop or not.
I mean,
Anyway.
we all do it, so
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
but I talk
gotta
about it all
shit.
the time. You
Do
know,
you do it in the corner of your room like I do?
Actually, I don't. And last time you did that, it got on the ceiling, and I had to figure out how to get Zara to go on the ceiling to clean it up. So
Like Jeffrey.
yeah,
like if you're
probably
drinking
not
hot
do that
sauce.
again. He hasn't been sleeping for a couple of days, so just because the shit looked like it had eyes on it.
Oh boy.
So I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't know if you heard the question or not, but I'll ask it again. As
Yeah,
a
you
wife,
can ask it again.
as a wife and in a way a mom, you have your dog, which your responsibilities are pretty much the same. You're in charge of somebody, living beings, living creatures, wealth or health and well-being. Do you feel like that ever interferes or impacts your streaming, just from a more like
No.
a mom or wife perspective?
So I get off at 12 or sometimes 2 o'clock, and I take care of whatever I have to do. But I'm a morning streamer, so I get on at like 9, sometimes 10. On TikTok, I get on at 7 in the morning. So I'm a morning streamer.
Mm-hmm.
That's why most of the people that are here are mostly. It's harder for me to get to their streams because one, they're night and I'm sleeping, and it's harder for them. So they come by and they're like, "I'm about to go to work." Like Zeus always comes in my stream and says, "Hey, I'm driving to work right now," but I don't work, so I'm here all the time.
Okay.
So when I do my streams, I end my stream, I go do laundry, dishes, clean, make sure the dog gets fed, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. So
Okay.
not
So
a lot.
not any kind of a real impact on it. Has nothing to do with
No, like my husband comes home at like whatever, like 3-4 o'clock. Sometimes we'll just go. I'll make food and stuff, and then we'll watch movies and then go to bed. Like he wakes up really early in the morning, as well. He wakes up at like 5 in the morning, 6 o'clock, and then I start my stream, and then he comes home. So like we have some time to spend. But other than that, like yeah.
Okay.
Just a morning streamer Monday through Friday, and then off the weekends. So.
Okay. Now, Joker and Zara, just as the guys here, just on the flip side, do you feel like you guys have it easier as the male in the relationship, as far as like being able to stream a little bit better? Because I've always looked at it, and maybe I'm just a little mistaken, because Llama clarified at least her perspective, and Lady has hers, because our kids were older when we started. But it always sounds like ladies have a little bit worse off. They're expected to, take care of I've been in streams where I have seen female streamers, they have been criticized because their kids said, "Hey, can you give me a snack?" and they didn't just jump up right away and do it. They were judged based on it. So I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that women have it a little bit rougher in that aspect?
I think they have it rough, without a doubt. But like me, I coach football, teach, come home, do homework with the kids. On any given time of the year, I coach basketball for them. I coach softball for them. I bring them to dance. They do jiu-jitsu. I got to come home and study film for football. I got to go over lesson plans. I got to stream. I got to make content. And I got to do all that because what my wife does is law enforcement, so her schedule's shaky. So I take care of the kids more than she probably does at home. So, like, if I show y'all a picture of my schedule every single day, it's jam-packed. I don't really have a moment usually during the week to just sit and do nothing. I'm always doing something.
Okay. So you think it's pretty, on a general basis? I don't want to. I gotta be careful so Dana doesn't call me out for a blanket statement here. It's pretty balanced, then you would say, or at least from your perspective. Like everybody's different, kind of deal. It just depends on who you are.
I think it's a circumstance by circumstance basis.
Okay. Zara, what about you?
Yeah, for sure. I think that in a general statement, that women are more for the kids. I mean, there are some dads that step up and do it all, and there's 50-50, but I think in a general it's perceived that women do more for their kids. In my circumstance, before I had this weird work schedule, I would stream in the afternoon or evening after work, and you had the kids being rambunctious, loud, full of energy, and Z's would really, she would really help me out with that. She's always been like that, but now, where I've got this new schedule and I have an office downstairs away from everybody, I definitely have it easy compared to Z's. Definitely.
Okay. Z's, how do you feel about that? You think it kind of sounds like you agreed to an extent that you might need to check her pulse.
Sorry, I was busy doing the
hear
whole
loud.
parenting thing.
Yeah, I hear loud kids up there.
No, you're good.
Um,
I'm
I'll-
just making dumb jokes.
I was just doing that whole parenting thing. I didn't even hear what you said. I had children in my ear.
That's all right. So I guess my next question, based off of that, is getting started. Did you ladies feel like you had a bit of support on that? Because I've seen it go 50-50 on this, so, and I guess I want to explore this one a little bit further. I've seen some ladies talk about how their husbands were not big on it because, oh, my wife, I don't want people looking at my wife, or I don't want people looking at my girl. And then it might have taken a little bit for them to warm up to it. So did your significant others get on board with it pretty quickly, or was it an easy way to have that backup?
So, when I started out, I didn't have a relationship back then. So that was when I went on to Twitch. So it was basically, I done my own thing.
Mhm.
And then if I had a relationship in the past, I would say that, obviously, I do stream. If it's a problem, we'll work around it, but I'm not going to stop what I enjoy doing. If you accept me, you accept that this is something that I love and this is a passion that I love doing. If you can accept it, great. If you can't, well, then there's an obstacle. We've got to work our way around it. If it's not going to work for you, it's not going to work for us.
Okay. So you just lay down the law, get on board or get out.
Yeah. So speaking from turn now, the guy that I'm with now, he's very much laid back. He does his own thing. He doesn't care.
Okay.
He's very open-minded and he's pretty much laid back, and he does get the odd, there is the odd comment where, the guys flirt with you. I'm like, no, everyone's just like really, really nice, and they're just really open, friendly. They have banter, it's laughs and it's jokes, and he has seen the laughing and the joking side of it, especially between Lucia and Joker, and he's like, oh, butt stuff. And it's instantly, woof. So he's like, oh, I hear butt stuff, and he's like, oh, what about butt? This butt? I'm just like, okay.
Yep.
So, and he's fine, and he'll just go on about his day. He'll get on his Xbox, go into Call of Duty, and he's effing and blinding, having a go home because, he's losing.
Okay.
I think I
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I had an amazing support system when I started. Zara actually went to the extent of setting everything up for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Llama.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for everyone to go. Jeez.
No, you're good. I saw your box lighting up, so.
Oh, my bad. I was talking about how Zara was helping Z. He would come in randomly just like to see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I would see his face a lot. But but for me, when I started streaming, I started streaming young, so I didn't have wasn't really dating anyone.
Mhm.
So, but recently, because I had to do stuff around the house. Yeah, he doesn't want me to stream, but he knows I enjoy it. Because I like to make the connection with other people. I like to grow through with other people's communities and whatnot. But like, it's nice to be able to have some support. Definitely when I do game night, he's very interested in doing that with us. Some nights, or we do a contest and he hosts it, but we haven't done that in a while. But it's yeah, he's very supportive, but there is times that he would like me just to make him a sandwich. So yeah.
Dana, I'm going to ask you just for posterity's sake, but I'm pretty sure I already know this answer. I know now with System, getting started, when you got started, I know you were started streaming before you met System. Did you have an easy time getting started as far as getting your significant other on board with it?
Okay, well, first of all, what you must know is in any relationship, I wear the pants. So when I told my then ex-husband that I was going to start streaming, he was like, okay. Because he knew whatever he said, I was still going to stream. So like I told you before, I converted my dad's music computer once he died. And that's what I used to stream. But that was, I tried it out first going live from my console prior to doing all of that, just to see how I would like it. And yeah, that was... I really more had support from my best friend, the one who got System and I introduced. And she was really the one. That and another guy that I worked with, he would come in and chat and, you know, do clips and things because I was streaming on Twitch. And I believe I mentioned before, it was State of Decay was the game I was playing. And he would do all these clips and make funny little captions for them. I guess, you know, he was trying to help me have something for people to come into and look at. Okay. Especially if I wasn't live. So I had not the support system that, you know, say Z's had, but because she already had someone that was involved in the whole situation. I was jumping in feet first with nothing, but some verbal support and guidance from people I knew. But as far as the significant other, he didn't care.
Could have cared less.
He would even play like Fortnite and stuff with me sometimes.
So you really had no support from your significant other on any sense of it. It was just, okay.
No.
Okay. Phoenix.
He didn't care what I did. He was doing his own thing. At that point, I'm pretty sure our relationship was already over.
Phoenix, I know you've had a bit of a tumultuous experience with significant others, so...
Oh, God.
Was it easy for you to get started, like, or was that a fight?
So when I started, I was actually just getting out of a relationship. It's actually kind of what pushed me to start. I didn't have anybody. Like, I'm gonna be flat out honest. The people I know now and the people I've met have been after I started streaming. Okay. My soon-to-be ex-husband hated it. Flat out hated it. I mean, I will be honest with you, it was going back to like the parenting thing. If I was streaming, it was always go ask your mom. Your mom can help you. Your mom's not doing anything, you know, kind of stuff. So it was never, I didn't have the support from him.
So you basically just married a deadbeat. That's what it sounds
Hence
like.
the reason why we're...
Yeah, no, I just was putting a fine point on it for everybody.
But from the most part, like, I mean, I've had people in the past, I can't talk illy about every, but I mean, I do remember one relationship who was very supportive. We dyed his beard on stream. Like, he was very supportive of it. Our paths just kind of went different ways, so okay. There's that. But yeah, I don't know. I've done a lot of it on my own.
Okay. Now,
other than
we're strong bitches.
Strong, independent.
Now, before you ask this next one, I'm going to stress the importance of, I want an honest answer. Okay. Like, don't hold back, so I want to hear what Lady has to say as well. I want, you know, don't sugarcoat it just because I'm here.
Yes.
If you want that, then you can't tell her, you can't interrupt her and tell her to stop.
Yep, that too.
Yes, you were supportive, but you were off doing your own thing and you did not want to help at times. It was like trying to pull teeth to get you to help me when I needed something, and you had moments where you were very impatient with me, but that's not normal. That's normal. I mean, but for the most part, yes, you were supportive. Our community, we already had a community at the moment. People already knew who I was, so it wasn't like I was walking in blindly. To be honest, I think our community was more supportive and more hands-on at times, but that was because they were giving insight that maybe you didn't have yet, or we hadn't gotten to that point yet. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I had a good, decent support system. I don't feel like you shafted me completely.
And just partially.
Just been
No, I mean, I don't think he really did it intentionally. I think it was things like he didn't really know the answer to either, or if he was in the middle of something, he didn't have the, I wasn't going to be like, hey, by the way, can you stop your stream for 5 minutes and go set this up for me here? It was stuff like that. I worked my way around finding other people who could help when he was unavailable, kind of a thing.
And that's fair.
So, but support system wise, I mean, I was stacked. We had a huge community that already knew me and loved me. It was just getting my feet in the door and learning the craft.
And Phoenix, apologies, I have a follow-up question for you, just out of curiosity. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. When you started streaming with your ex, was that under the stepmother name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or,
Do you
no, actually,
think...
no. Actually, no. That one was actually, like, my ex had...
You cut out.
Yeah.
Hold on, yeah, we lost you.
This mic, I'm telling you. Are you talking about, like, my ex-husband?
Right.
No, that was as Rising Phoenix.
Okay. Have you had any relationships during the stepmom thing, and do you think that whole, what other people saw that name as, do you think that had any effect on your relationships?
So honestly, that was the one where I had the actual, like, really supportive boyfriend. Honestly, we did community nights. We did dyeing his beard. I mean, we did crazy things on stream. Like, I started Freaky Fridays streams, and he would go to the liquor store and buy me liquor so I could get drunk while playing Phasmophobia. Like, I mean, it was crazy shit. Like, it was probably the most support from, like, an actual partner I had while streaming. And then when I rebranded, I kind of mellowed myself out a lot.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Joker, you've been uncharacteristically quiet this whole time. You got
Oh, I've been listening to everybody.
Okay.
He's over there f***ing off. What are you talking about?
I've been listening to
That's
everybody.
what I was gonna say.
Do I need to disappear my camera so he can focus more?
I was hoping when you cut your camera off and came back, all I would see was you bent over back there. But you came back and all I saw was your face. But to get to what y'all are saying about support from significant others, I've had it in a distance. I know y'all probably not gonna believe this, but I've always been a class clown when I was like in school and everything. No, that's hard to believe.
I'm
but
shocked. No.
I am.
No way.
Hey,
Oh my god.
most
Wow.
people that I knew was trying to push me to do content creation just because they always told me I was funny, random, and just had a personality for it. And I was too scared to do YouTube at the time, so I got into streaming. And I did really well for a while and fell off, and I'm doing well again, and now I'm getting into YouTube. And so I get the support just from a distance.
Okay.
But Lucha supports me, and like y'all support me, so I do get support now from
Lucha's
friends.
supporting your ass while he's ramming you.
I was
It's not
gonna
the support
say-
we're talking about.
We don't get support from boyfriends or male lovers. That doesn't count.
Hey, they said significant others, so it depends on how you
There was no gender.
significant others.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't want to hear about their butt banging over there. I hear about it all the time.
I mean, compared to what we talk about.
Fair.
I mean, that's true. That's true. They don't want to hear about our craziness either.
I like how
When
Sarah's over there trying so hard to be like not in tune to it, but she's got the little face reactions over there.
I'm grinding up.
No, you're good.
I
I can see you
laugh
focus
because
on what you're doing, and then but your head keeps twitching, like you're like, what?
when we're talking about periods and food, they're like gone.
Okay, I'm gonna draw.
I got Zara at food.
Yeah, you almost had a good topic start there, but we're not talking about y'all's period. Okay, y'all want to talk about that? I'm gonna let y'all do
But
your
we're
own.
females. It's about females.
It's
Yeah.
why
Get
is my
That's
cycle
gone.
not important to my streaming career?
How is
How
it
does it
okay to
affect-
talk about butts and jerking off, but a natural female response for bodily?
How does our cycle affect our mentality, our emotional? Men don't have to fight that every month. Like
Yeah,
how
When
is
y'all
that
on
not?
y'all period,
How is
when
that
y'all-
not
w-
something we would need to
when
discuss?
when y'all on y'all period, we're on our period.
You know what PMS stands for, right? It's putting up
Putting
with
up with man shit.
Yep.
No. Do not give lead an out for when I'm a hormonal crazy person. Do not give him an out. Because I'm a
Trust me.
hormonal
When I
hormonal
start
crazy
getting
Trust me,
itchy,
you don't know.
like you're about to start, aren't you? Like,
You don't know how many times you come home and you're like, hey, how was your day? And you get and you're like, oh fuck. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not like
So-
that.
all right. So I'm gonna make. Y'all want to talk about it, and I do have a question on it. Do you feel like that ever impacts your streams?
oh
Yeah, I
100%.
don't stream when I'm on my
100%.
period.
100%.
That's my
No
week
matter what.
vacation.
That's
Okay.
when we're emotional and we take that shit to heart worse than what we do
Mhm.
when we're not on our period. So if you come in and if we're live and there's a troll, you are going to get 10 times worse of what you would have gotten than what you would have gotten if we weren't.
Lady, when you're on yours, I'm just glad we don't own a gun in the house, okay? Because
No,
bro.
when I don't know. When I'm on mine, I'm
Y'all, I'm
typically in a
low-key
pretty good mood
nice.
because Zara likes to refer to it as feeding the blood troll chocolate, and so I get to eat chocolate like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And so like I'm golden. Like
Feeding
I
the
just-
blood troll chocolate. Lead.
Funny.
You can start with the chocolate, but if you call me a blood
Hey,
troll or
Lead,
your little
Lead, you got your notebook out, right?
yeah.
Taking
no,
notes.
no. He watches TikTok for that. He came home one day and he goes, "Are you my little ketchup packet? Get the fuck away from
Hold on,
me!"
I think we've achieved a milestone though since I've met most of y'all. Lucha literally has no words to this topic.
He said, "I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole."
No, but seriously, like, I
Okay.
mean, do you guys all have that thing where it's like you want to just eat everything in sight?
That's usually before it starts. So
Like
then
a
I'm
couple
feeling,
of days?
Yeah, then I'm feeling bloated. I will stream when I'm on my period. It is what it is. But you think I rage bad enough whenever I'm on Fortnite or League or anything when I'm not ragging? Lord have mercy. The whole house explodes when I'm playing it and I'm on my period.
Over the top.
Yeah.
I think that's when you get, like, the worst rage out of me. Or Lead will say something and I'll start to cry on stream. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's when you know he's picked on me too much because you'll see the emotion all in my face.
Yeah. It's
I don't know what she's talking
we are
about.
extremely sensitive. Like, it's all fun and games, but if the
It's
men
okay,
had,
lady, we've
had
all
to
seen it.
experience it, like,
It's all fun and games until I cry.
oh, you feel like you do? You want to say that again in my good ear?
Oh, God.
Oh, it's about to be WWE SmackDown time.
So, Lama and Sarah, what about you? Do you feel like that is a difficult?
I envy these ladies
What?
right now because I don't get my period anymore. I had an ectopic pregnancy just over 9-10 years ago.
Aww.
So I had Bubba and my fallopian tube removed, and then I escalated through a lot of trauma. And unfortunately, if I want to fall pregnant, I need to get help. I can't have children unless I get help to do it. So my periods then went completely kapooty, and then we went for scans for polycystic ovaries. Nothing came about of it.
Lord
Really,
almighty.
Joker?
So
Really,
Jesus
Joker?
Christ, Joker.
Joker, what the
Trying
fuck?
to join in on the conversation. I don't
No,
have
that's-
to.
Joker, that's not at
not
all
part
what
of
they
the
look
That
like.
is
conversation.
no.
That is not at all what they look like. Let me go dig one out of the trash. And I
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Llama's
Penis.
over,
I'll do
Llama's
better.
over there
I
like,
hate-
what the fuck is going on here?
This
Hold
is
on, I'll do-
normal,
I'll
actually.
do
I'm
better.
actually surprised he actually found something on the internet to put that out there.
Sarah, I am sorry to hear that. That is
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
That is
very
horrible.
sad.
Yeah.
But I will say, while you're jealous of us because we still have ours, I'm jealous. as
We're
fuck
jealous of
you 'cause
you.
You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different
Yes.
reasons and everything, and I'm not lessening what you're going through or what you've gone through.
Yes.
But like, yo, you look
like I
Lord
do
Almighty.
agree.
Joker,
That
I
better?
swear to God, if I had my powers right now, you'd be out of here. God damn.
I don't mean that in any disrespectful way at all. I promise. That's not.
I-
You know what? I have
but-
ideas. Hold on.
I do
have an
feel very, very. I do understand that feeling because not being able to have kids that's such a traumatic feeling in itself. But I do agree with Dana. I am a little envious. I'll be honest.
It's weird because when they were on track, I was on track with myself. When I did get them, oh man, I was like a fucking dragon. Don't look at me wrong, cause I'm a fucking have your head. I don't care.
Mhm.
I think I'm a dragon. I think I just sit there and cry.
Dragons cry.
You
I
guys
just
know.
cry.
You are a dragon.
Are you
Embrace that
shaking? Are you
fierceness.
talking to lead or me?
You.
I'll learn to be a dragon.
You
So,
better.
I'm learning to be a lot of things.
Llama, what about you? Do you feel like that being a period impacts your content in any way, shape, or form? Like how you approach things during that time?
I just go because I feel like I'm funnier when I'm on my period.
Okay. So,
Really?
Because I'm literally, yeah, I'm violent anyway. Not
Okay.
on it. And then I'm doubled violent when I am on it because me and my friend Anna, we literally have ours exactly the same time every single time. So I yell at her and it just sounds like we want to murder each other. So it's fun. And then people come in
love
and they're
that.
like, they love the content because they want us to murder each other. So, but other than that, like, yeah, it's fun. I use it as an advantage,
okay.
I
Now-
hate it.
I love
but
that.
I'm sitting down all the time anyway, and not like it does anything. And plus, the pads I get are 100% leak proof, so I don't have to worry about bleeding out in front of everyone. So we're good.
I clear a super plus in like an hour and a half. It's fucking
Yeah.
tragic.
I hate that because we could be live and all of a sudden we'll finish a game and it's like, fuck, I have to go now. Like,
Mhm.
and then you've got to turn your cam off because God forbid you get up and you have leaked everywhere. Holy fucking shit.
I had to get a new chair during those times.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't a white chair anymore. It was a red chair. So it was my lucky red chair. Yep.
Welcome to women's problems, guys.
It's almost like we wish we had some of those period panties that have like an 8-hour life.
Oh yeah,
pink
and they're like,
Oh,
pretty.
yeah.
I'm gonna look that up for Zara. Hold on. a second.
So my thing
No,
with that,
you got to get those period diapers.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
got it.
can't-
Perfect.
I
totally
can't get
disposable.
around. I cannot wrap my head around
Oh my god.
washing.
Oh, Joker.
Oh my god.
Joker, Lord Almighty.
Who invited Joker?
Who
Remember?
did?
We did. We did.
Why?
It was Lead and me because we love how much he adds to the content.
He definitely does add to the content. That's true.
So,
Lord.
okay. Going on from that,
I'm gonna make you a female now. Female Joker.
building off of that, do you feel that y'all should be able to talk about this stuff without any kind of judgment or criticism for it? Like, do you feel like there's
Of course.
okay? So, do you feel like you are able to talk about it?
No way.
No. Did you see
No.
all the men's faces in this chat when we were talking about it?
Yeah.
Hey, lead,
Yeah,
should we
That's just
replay?
you guys.
Huh?
Should we replay where you said we're not going into that like that?
Right, and we had to fight
conversation,
for
and
our
you,
right to?
immediately shut her
Mhm.
down for that.
Yeah,
Like,
look, he's doing it again. He's doing it again.
I'll be honest. Like, he is not the type of man to be like, all right, let's just open up and talk about our feelings.
It's not even that. It's more. It's more just out of respect. It's very, I wasn't sure if there was a line from that I would.
But
cross.
our vaginas
there's no line.
bleed.
Hey,
Okay,
y'all-
when
Lines.
you bleed out your dick for 7
No,
fucking
hold on.
days,
No, no, no,
your
no, no, no.
hormones
That's not what I'm
raise,
talking about.
and
That's
you
not what I'm talking
have
about.
a baby
It's
out
one
that
thing.
hole,
Hold on.
You have the right to draw that line.
Hold on. It's one thing for y'all as females to sit around and have this conversation. I just out of respect, it's a little bit different having some males in here and being able to like ask certain questions without being, construed as disrespectful or derogatory.
Hold on.
Let me
Are y'all
tell you something.
fathers?
If you
Are y'all
guys want to,
fathers?
What?
and if you've
Are-
got girls,
You're all fathers.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Joker's got 2 girls. You've got 2 girls, and I'm sure Zara's at least got 2 girls. Your lives just revolved around somebody's vagina bleeding, other than your partners.
I get that, but for me, right? So being a father, it was extremely being a father. It was very difficult for me to be as involved in that aspect. Out of the world,
Respect.
the world looks at that like if I go on Twitter, right, and I say, or I sit on stream and I say, oh, I helped Jillian go shopping for tampons, or hey, she can. It's very difficult because men get looked at as perverts or as creeps at that. Maybe not on a whole scale level, but it's out there. And seeing that, I've seen tweets about that. I've seen people talk about it in their streams. I've listened to these conversations. It's very difficult for guys to be as involved in that without it being construed as weird or inappropriate.
okay, let me ask you this. There are many things that are now considered normal that were considered wrong or strange or inappropriate. And how did that view change?
Very true.
Because people continued with it. I am not ever going to think a man asking me questions about my period is disrespectful, because I'm going to look at it as he's trying to learn more about it, to learn what we go through so that he can better understand us during that time, because half the time we don't even understand ourselves, if we're quite honest.
Mhm.
Like, we have no sense of who we are because our hormones are so fucking whack jobbed that we're just like, we don't even know if we're coming, going male or female at that point. Mark buys tampons for me, like, and my pads. He buys that stuff for me. I'll be like, I need more supers. He goes to the store and he gets them. He knows what brand I like and he gets them, and that is what it is. I don't think him weird, and if anybody else thought it was weird that he did that, I'd tell him to suck a dick. It's not them. Who cares? Suck a dick is my general, that we've come to acknowledge that, right?
See,
But yeah.
I agree with you. I think that we shame it because it's so
Okay.
fucking taboo as everything else. Take the shame out of it. Why is it
Right,
shameful?
and it has to
it's
start with
biological.
someone. Someone
Yeah.
has to start taking the shame out of it, and it can start right the fuck here.
Hey, if we're gonna identify by today's rules, that means I identify as a woman.
Okay.
I
All right,
identify
well,
as a woman.
It's okay, I'm
we're
already
very
working on it.
thankful for you.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
I identify as a woman. I identify having a period, and I identify as a woman.
Okay, so let me I'm gonna shift it off you ladies for a second. Zara and Joker, like, is this a conversation that you would find it easy to approach or broach in a barring Joker, your joking nature, right? If we're looking at it from a serious
Yeah.
aspect.
Be serious for once, Joker.
No.
I'll be serious.
Would you find it if you were sitting in this sitting in this role, would it be as easy for you to bring up or tread down this path as it would be for the ladies if it was just the ladies here? Zara, same
It probably
question for
wouldn't
you.
be. It probably not as easy for me, but it doesn't bother me either because I go to the store and buy shit like that too. So
Okay.
So
if they don't like it, it is what it is.
going to
We
the
don't like it
store,
any more than y'all
buying
do.
that, that doesn't affect me. I will say that, being the age that I am as a kid, that was definitely something that was very taboo. You don't talk about it. You don't mention it. But at this point, being the father, well, being the only damn man in this house, including the animals, I've heard way more about it than I would have ever expected. And me personally, I don't really care. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I don't have a lot of input on it because it's not something that I've ever or will ever experience.
Mhm.
And I don't want to at times upset somebody because, sometimes when you say anything about something, immediately it's assumed as, well, you're trying to put your input on it. What do you know? Blah, blah, blah. So I just sit back, shut up, and throw chocolate. I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Can I interject here and just say, like, the fact that all three of you have, like, a mentality of a grown up on it is like mad props. First off,
Very reassuring.
yes,
Very
because
refreshing.
like as somebody who has struggled in that, okay, like let me tell you, my dad wouldn't even go to the store and buy me shit when I needed it as a kid.
I mean, I have no problems
Um,
going and getting stuff and helping out where I can. It's just, it's more, it's like, it was instilled in me, Zara kind of, and Joker both kind of hit it the nail. It was just instilled early on. It's just something that you tread lightly on. And that was my point, or the purpose I was trying to get at. I was trying to be very, walk that fine line and make sure that it was respectful if we talked about it. And I wasn't sure how it would go. So out of respect to all of you, I wasn't sure the right route to go with it, so that's all it really was. It
as
was
long
never
as you
about
don't
shutting
call
down.
us emotional while we're on period.
I honestly
don't do
think
that.
that
That's like a huge red flag. You can get yourself killed.
I honestly
We
think
do
that
that all
guys
the
should
time.
be able to talk about it more because they have to deal with us when we're on them.
Yes.
And being able to do that, being able to deal with us when we're on it, comes with understanding. And like, every woman's period's different. Every woman is going to be affected by her period differently. Like, it's not something they can just read about in a book and it apply. Like, you have to have those odd, taboo, difficult conversations just so that you're better equipped, especially in a relationship that you want to maintain and you know, keep healthy.
Okay.
That's
I don't even
putting
think it's
aside
that.
a friend or just, you know, just
Yeah.
in general.
Well,
You
to-
gotta just be
hold on-
willing.
Hold on one second. To put a spotlight on Llama for a second. Llama, so you said that now your mentality is you use it to enhance your content or to make it better in a sense. Were you able to do that? You've been doing this, you said, for about 20 years, almost 20 years now. Were you able to do
Yeah.
that right off the bat, or is this something you had to learn?
Well, when you start streaming from a young age, you have to learn from other streamers or other people you meet, like YouTube and stuff.
Mhm.
I got really into GTA roleplay because you guys were just talking about that. I got really into GTA roleplay. I did Milson first for a couple years. Met a few of my main guys. And then we did a lot of other GTA roleplay, like Cops and Civilians. I was HR a lot. I was an admin a lot. So I did a lot of things. And then I started streaming it, and then it was just like a big thing for me. But yeah, everything just came natural because of the fact that, like, I'm just myself. I'm not trying to be someone else. All my content is literally just based on what I enjoy. Like, if I sat and watched myself, would I be laughing? Would I be enjoying what I'm doing? That's how I view it. I don't view it as like, okay, well, I have to make sure that the viewers like this and that, whatever. I just do it because I want to do it because it's fun for me.
Mhm.
And I enjoy it from that. But when I was watching the streamers beforehand, trying to learn of how to do it, obviously they're going downhill because they're not enjoying what they're doing. They're just listening to whatever is going on from the viewer side or someone telling them do this or do that instead. I just do it. You know, like Nike, like just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna all take Llama's stance on it. Just do it.
Just do it. Doesn't matter.
okay.
They say put a butt plug in your butt. Just do it. What are they gonna say? You're a VTuber. No one will know.
Fair point.
That's what Joker does. You guys don't know, but he's actually sitting on a strap-on right now.
Correct.
That explains why he looks so uncomfortable at the moment. So.
Yeah. That's where he sits mostly.
So
No, lose a hell of a thing.
that's true. So looking at it from a platform perspective, where does everybody stream at?
I stream on Kick and Livespace.
Mhm.
And sometimes I'll randomly pop into Twitch, but it's mostly just to go see other people that are streaming on Twitch because I did that for 10 years and wasn't for me. I literally barely could even get to my affiliated on Twitch because I barely had any views. So
Okay.
yeah, but yep, that's what I'm on.
I'm currently just Livespace.
Okay.
Sometimes Twitch and YouTube for sure.
Sarah, Dana, Phoenix.
I am just live space currently. I was streaming on Twitch. I may at some point start multi-streaming to Twitch and live space. I don't know. I have no idea really. And I do upload all of my VODs from live space to YouTube, but I don't actively stream on YouTube, like go live on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, I also put my VODs on my Facebook page as well.
Okay.
I just do live space. I have been looking at maybe like branching out and doing multi-streaming, but that's kind of like on a back burner. That's nothing that's gonna be like anytime soon. It's just been something that has crossed my mind, but I'm quite comfortable and happy with live space at the moment and like where it's going, but it is on the back burner of like maybe branching out a little bit.
Okay.
So
Convert
game...
Phoenix. We're gonna convert Phoenix over to live space.
Listen. So sorry. Hang on. Randomly had a dog hair in my mouth. That was gross. Anyway, I started out on Twitch, then went solely to Kick, and now I'm back on Twitch again.
Okay.
And we're gonna convert her over to live space eventually.
Listen, like I hit affiliate on
Linda.
Twitch in 11 days. So
Listen, Linda,
I don't have to do the grind anymore.
you don't have to grind over here.
Yeah, there's no
There
grind.
is no,
literally
there is no
start.
grind over here. You
You
start off
literally start.
monetized.
Yeah,
Lady.
you start with it.
Yeah, you come in day one, you're getting subs right off the bat.
Yeah, exactly. You get subs exactly where when you get in.
And within 24 hours of when you get them.
And it's
Yeah.
85%.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it's very good. And you get
And
it.
honestly,
You get it. You get it.
I get 100%.
First day or second day, you get your subs instant. Because I know on Twitch you get it at the end of the month or every 2 weeks or so.
And
So
look
I
at
would-
this
I
way,
would
look at
say
all the great
multi-stream.
people you've
Just-
met.
Yeah, I would say multi-stream it just to see how it is. But you know what I mean?
You know, my content's not that great anyway, so like, I mean,
You know,
That's
and you
right.
can be. You've met all of us already, and we're all in live space. So
and then I take my clips and post them on TikTok.
there you
Okay.
go. I do that too.
Does anybody here stream on TikTok or is it just clips?
We do. Most of the
I did.
most of the FK streamers and members do. Except some of them have been kicked out because they were doing really naughty things. Joker and who else got kicked out?
I heard
Luca?
Lucha.
Lucha got kicked out as well because they were saying naughty things and they did naughty things. But most of us, like Zara, he streams on TikTok. I stream once in a while music on
did.
TikTok. Oh, you did? What happened?
I've
You do.
decided that it's not worth the efforts.
Oh, it's because you can't say fuck.
Because I can't vape
Immediately.
because
Can't say
a lot
fuck.
of stuff. Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
just too
can't vape.
restricted.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd
no,
rather be myself.
I'd be banned.
So-
If I can't say fuck, I'd be banned immediately.
Yeah, that's our group. We're literally called fuck. So yeah, so now you're on the list. Well, you didn't get banned, but
All right.
See, I think that's like why I'm so limited on where I want to stream, because like I'm myself. If I can't be myself, then I don't want to use your
you can
platform.
definitely be yourself on live space.
Oh my god, you'd love it.
100%. You'll love it so much. No what?
I live stream only on Live Space. I put content out on YouTube and I put stuff out on TikTok.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Llama because she's the only one that said Kick. Phoenix said she left Kick. But we'll tie in Llama here in a second.
I'm on
All right.
Kick because I have to be. Well, I don't have to be on Kick, but I like being on Kick because I'm a staff helper for Kick, and I really worked really hard to get that point.
Okay.
So like in the Discord, I run Discord. I'm a moderator in their Discord,
Oh,
but
okay.
I also did a lot of other stuff for Kick. And I worked really hard to get my verified. Obviously, I'm not going to get partnership because that's fucking hard as hell. But where I am, I'm happy with it.
Okay. And do you feel like you've been held back in any way, shape, or form? And had any obstacles on that platform? Is it like being at the
No,
platform?
the platform, I love everyone.
Okay.
I have no problems with there's certain things that they did are kind of fucked up, like bringing certain people in, what some certain streamers' content is, which most news, if you look on Twitter, it's all over the place. For myself personally, I love the staff. I love all the admins. I had no problem with them. I've known them since it even opened to all the streamers, so I have no issues with it. You can stream honestly wherever you want. It's what you want to do for your content and where you want to go.
Mhm.
For me personally, I just worked really hard on it. I'm not gonna like
No,
run
I
away.
get you.
Yeah.
Um,
So for me, it's just I don't know. I just like my community is mostly on Kick. Live Space, they're moving over. Not a lot of people want to be on Live Space, but I don't know why. It's just because it's small and no one likes small for some reason, because
the
that's
fear
how
of
how when I started on Kick 3 months in, no one was in Kick because no one cared for it because it was tiny, and they just said, oh, it's beta, they're gonna go away. Yeah, they're just gonna get out of here or whatever. They're still going a year and a half now, so
that's a fair point.
yeah.
See, I struggle hearing you say that you won't make partner on Kick. I think that you actually deserve something like that
I
because
do,
of your content.
I believe that I deserved a spot to be on a phase moment, like any of the phases.
Mhm.
Didn't have the average number was too much for me, and my average is at 20 forever. It literally can't go up more. I would love it to get to the partnership stage, but you need an average of 100
Holy shit.
or 30
Okay.
days. I'm literally like I said, I'm at a 20. I've gone up a little bit. Someone actually rated me a few times, but it stays for 30 days. I would have to have that for 30 days.
Okay.
I was just going to say, if anybody deserves it after spending time watching your content, you deserve it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with all of it. Yeah. I would love it. I wish they gave it to me just instantly with all the phases, but I never got it. So
So,
Yeah.
Shifting gears a little bit. So, Phoenix, you were on Kick and you left it. Was there any particular reason? And more directly, do you feel like you had issues being a female on there? And Lama, please don't take this wrong what I'm about to say, but I've seen a lot of the comments that seem to be publicized, and I know there's good people there. I mean, so I'm not saying that
No,
as a-
you're fine. You have your own opinion. There's a lot of random shit that are happening recently. So I'm not saying like I'm against all the shit that's happening. There's a lot of random things that are happening, violence, sexual things, things that are just not meant to be on the platform. But anything you say about the platform, I'm not going to take offense to it. But
I
I'm
gotcha.
just
Yeah. Was it anything gender-based or sexual-based in nature towards you that pushed you off the platform, Phoenix?
Not anything directed directly at me. I think the biggest thing was, got my 5-year-old who, as you can see now, is running around shirtless. The fact she's kept her pants on this long is surprising. And I think that's the reason why I left Kick. And I'm even very observant, I guess, or aware of it on Twitch. I think that's something that I have to be aware of no matter where I go, especially if I decide to have my camera on. But a lot of it, I've decided, I'm probably going to be one of those streamers without a camera. And if they don't like it, then don't come into my stream kind of deal.
Okay.
And that's just because my biggest thing is I will wear an orange jumpsuit to protect her. Don't try me.
So then we have, and Ziz, I haven't forgotten about you, please, so don't worry. Dana and Sarah, you both you started on Twitch, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Sarah, you alluded to having hate raids on Twitch. Dana, I believe we spoke on that you had plenty of trolls, hate raids, correct?
I didn't have any, but what she was describing was hate raids.
Okay. So did you leave Twitch due to people targeting you based on being a female, or you get what I'm trying to say? I'm just.
So the reason I left Twitch was because I quit streaming altogether for the most part. I wasn't seeing any growth once I stopped streaming Fortnite. And I have the same problem most of us do, getting in your head and, being like, oh, well, I don't have any viewers. This is useless. I'm wasting my time. That same struggle bus that we all have mentally. And then when I started to want to stream again, it was once Mark had started streaming on Livespace, and he was telling me, you know, about the platform and you and Lady, people he'd met and everything, and I decided to start streaming again. And since I wasn't really getting anywhere on Twitch anyway, I just stuck with Livespace.
Okay.
I left Twitch because of the abuse that came at me.
Okay.
I was, at one point, I was pretty adamant I was done with streaming. I was like, that knocked my, it just knocked everything. It knocked my self-esteem. Like, I already hate myself as it is. But when it got to that point, it made me hate myself just so much more. I looked at myself as a whole different person. Like, I stopped loving who I was. I gave up on me. And when you get to that point, and when other people have made you get to that point, it's when you have to realize, you have to be like, it's either I carry on going down this path that they've put me on, and I become in such a dark place, it's going to take forever to crawl out of it. Or I can do something about it now, instead of getting to that point. And it was getting so close to that point, I was like, I have to take myself away from all social media. I stopped doing TikTok. I had 6,000 followers on TikTok, and I stopped because I just couldn't hack being in front of social media at that point. So I walked away from everything. And then I got introduced to Livespace with Cuddly and his mum, and I, straight off the bat, I was like, you know, I'm never gonna feel for streaming again if I don't just go all willy-nilly. And with how I have the perspective I have now is, if you don't like me, I don't give a fuck. If I hadn't have had that mentality, I probably wouldn't have even switched on my camera the very first stream I ever did on Livespace. I would never have done it. But because I had that mentality, I went live, went on camera, and that was it. And the amount of people that came in and showed love was like, whoa. And it's been like that ever since, and I wouldn't change it.
Okay. Now, Z is not just so that we don't feel it out. You made it clear you haven't really had any bad experiences so far on Livespace, and nothing that could be pertained to a gender attack, right?
No.
Okay.
No. Everybody's been pretty, you know, pretty chill. But I've, you know, got this mentality about me that if someone did come in with some kind of hate, whether it be gender or my looks or whatever the case may be, it's my stream. I'm there for my mental health. I'm there to have fun, and it's my stream. And if they don't want to be there, or they don't like what they're seeing, they can close their eyes. They can turn my stream off. Those are all options that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
People are responsible for their own decisions. So if they decide to come into my stream and watch me even though they don't like me, well, then if they put hate in my chat, I will decide to ban them. That's a choice I will make.
Okay.
But no, like, you know, I've got that mentality that, you know, you come in, I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing, but if you're not, then no love lost.
Okay. Now, Lady, you've pretty much stuck with me. We've pretty much done it. But has there ever been a point where you feel like you were attacked? We've been on Twitch, we've been on Mixer, YouTube, Kick, and now Livespace. Has there ever been a point you felt attacked or discriminated against based on your gender? From a platform perspective.
Back in the early days, you know, we had more trolls back when we were first on Mixer back in the day, and it was only like one or two, and it was more at my looks than anything. So, but since then, no. Like, I mean, I get people who come in and, you know, make the occasional comment, you know, about the weight or, you know, about the looks, but that doesn't change me turning on my stream or not. Because they're so few and far between on platforms, and we've never experienced anything like that on Livespace.
Mm-hmm.
So from that aspect, no.
Okay. Now, the follow-up to all this, do you feel, based on, you know, if you're streaming on Twitch or Kick, do you feel any of these platforms could do something more to empower you as ladies?
I think that all platforms could offer a lot more opportunities to protect their female streamers.
I'm not talking about protect. I'm saying something that would boost you as a content creator.
That's complicated because LiveSpace is one of the very few that doesn't go by numbers and doesn't care about what your viewership looks like. They host everybody and anybody on that front page, really giving you a great deal of opportunity. The hard part is when you come down to like Twitch or Kick or other platforms like that, they do have partnered streamers and they do have people that have signed contracts with them, and it doesn't give us a lot of opportunities like a smaller platform, say like LiveSpace does.
And I'll come back to that, but and we'll pass it on to any of the other ladies here.
Yeah, please.
I kind of feel, I mean, she pretty much nailed that, but at the same time, like, this sounds kind of wrong, I guess, but it's not meant to come off as it's going to sound, but I don't need them to do anything to help me. Like, fuck them.
Okay.
If
That's
that
it.
I
makes
see.
sense.
I kind of agree with you because it's like my content should speak for itself. I should be enough.
Well, that, but like, you're also, I mean, you're talking like, say Twitch, you're talking like,
A
they
million
got backing
streamers.
with Amazon. Not only the amount of streamers, but the amount of money they have. Like, they are going to do what is best for them business-wise. They don't give a shit about a lower streamer, whether they're female, male, furry. They don't care. And they don't even truly... I mean, I guess they do more to help the minority of, like, the gender and stuff than they do females themselves. They are more about, you know, empowering the whole pronouns and all of that stuff, but when it comes to biological females and the struggles that we face compared to biological males, they don't give a shit. So, like, I really don't need their help. I'll make my way on my own.
And I'm actually finding out that Llama is actually part of the staff as when it comes to Kick. I'm actually glad you mentioned that, because could you not flip that same argument towards Kick? And Llama, please feel free to chime in and set me straight. Kick's got a financial backing, right, with Stake, right?
So Eddie is the co-founder, or I'm sorry, the owner of Stake. Stake helped sponsored an idea by a friend, which is Kick. The owner of Kick, he's not really full into it. He's kind of gave Eddie co-founder. So Eddie's now founder because it was an idea, but now it's whatever. But it's it honestly, I don't know. It's just his vision for the platform is what we all want for ourselves, but the way that it's going right now is just fucked.
It's been derailed
So
a little
I,
bit.
yeah, it kind of is going down a way that it can't go, which we all know. For those people like whoever said Mixer's days, I was there. I was on Mixer for a little while. I was on Beam Beta when it was beta first. Then it became Mixer, and then they switched a whole bunch of us into partners. I became a partner for Mixer, and then it died after that because of all the same stuff that was happening, mostly of like sexual things on camera. It was just a lot of violence that were happening between other streamers. Ninja was one of them that kind of made it a little crazy for whoever else was on there. But honestly, like, it was set for some other stuff. It's sad how it's going now, but as a member of their team or whatever, I'm more of like a helper, so I don't get paid. It's all voluntarily.
Well, yeah, no. But my point being having.
But
a
I
little
know
more
a lot of information about what they're trying to do. But there is going to be people that are going to come in and cause chaos and cause issues.
And I'm
with
sure
it.
at some point LiveSpace will see it as well.
Yeah.
However they choose to
Yeah,
handle
same
it.
thing with LiveSpace. But like for LiveSpace, their story is a lot different. Like the owner, Spencer, he made LiveSpace as a school project.
Right.
It was him and his friends got together and developed a website, and the website was for singers like myself and whoever else sings and plays instruments and whatever. And when they wanted to make the site, they started, hey, let's make it into a platform for others, gaming and literally just talking podcasts is like whatever, to open it up. But they don't want anything extreme. They don't want to go into a full company of bringing big names. They want us to grow. They want, because Kick's issue with bringing people over is this, us as streamers, we won't have the opportunity to get to that next step without other streamers coming and attacking us, like, because they're bigger than us. But
Okay.
that's not the fault, like, that's not true 100%, but that's what they believe as streamers from Twitch or whatever they come over. But live spaces goals are a lot easier and nicer than Kicks, so I
Right.
don't know.
But my question, though, or the reason I wanted to include you, so Dana's argument is that with Twitch having a financial backing, being as big as they are, and I'm not saying Kick is, they're growing, maybe not in a
Like
way
they have, like, that's why most of the money is toward on stake.
Mhm.
So if you most of the money is stake, so that's why they give away 95, not 5. You get 95 of your sub revenue, and they only take 5. The only people that take the 5% is Stripe. Kick takes nothing.
Right. So, taking Dana's argument about Twitch, would it be fair to say that it could be applied to Kick as well, being that they've got a financial backing, they're gaining some traction, albeit popularly, not whatever, that they really don't give, that their focus really isn't on focusing on empowering women as a whole, maybe specific subgroups. Would that be fair to apply it that way as well?
Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't know much about, like, they just look at it as everyone's a streamer that comes to the platform. They don't think about the race or if they're female or male or
Gotcha.
anything that's going on. They don't focus on that. If you're a streamer and you want to do what you want to do on a stream, then do it. You just have to follow the certain rules on guidelines
Gotcha.
for TOS. Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't matter. It doesn't matter by
Okay.
all of that. But yeah.
So is there something that you would like? So you said you're pretty much pro Kick for the majority.
Well, with me being for Kick for a long time and the process that I'm doing, I've been pro Kick for a while.
Right.
So like I have different experiences between other people. Some people don't like Kick because of what it is now.
Mhm.
It is shit now, to be honest. I'm really for Kick, but there is things that are going on now that are just fucked up for like any new streamer that goes into there. There's the bots, the view bots, there's the follow for follow, there's literally all this nonsense things that that is not what you need for a stream when you go streaming on a platform. It's a little over the top. When I joined, it was I didn't have anything. I just got verified in February of 2023. I joined the platform December 2022. So we didn't have anything. We didn't have a subscription button. We just streamed because we wanted to stream.
Okay.
And that's what it was like. It was like we just streamed because we wanted to. Now it's just everyone's getting time signed and getting money and cars and whatever else, and I'm still there like helping, doing as much as I can. But yeah.
Okay. So now this next question is going to go towards you and Phoenix, both being current and former Kick streamers. Is there something that you think that Kick could do? That's the same question that we've asked about Twitch. Could Kick do something to better empower women as a whole? I'm not going to go into minority or anything like that. Is there something that you think they could do or would like to see that might improve your experience as a female content creator?
I'm gonna just kind of speak my piece on this. I don't think it's necessarily the platform that needs to do. I think it's the viewers and the streamers that need to do better.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
the same
like,
thing.
I don't think it's the company's fault for anything on a lot of things. It's the other streamers. It's the other people that come in your chat and they just want. It's those people that need to do better, not the platforms.
Yeah.
So my question, the idea that I had in my head is that maybe could a platform maybe, and if they do and I'm not aware of it, I apologize, but maybe have a category that breaks it down that could say these are female streamers. Would that be something that you an idea?
It depends because when we had there's so many categories we can be in. It's not just a female category. It's more of like we get to go and just stream. Like obviously I'm not for the hot tub, but there's points at a time that was like the female job for some reason on streaming, because that's all we really do. Which I feel like is the negative part for us, but I believe that we could do honestly anything. We can sing, we can play video games, we can do podcasts, we can honestly do anything. There is no separate category that I think at all for any streaming platform that should just be separate for women. I feel like we need to just be this, like,
Streamers.
I wouldn't say the same. Yeah, that we're just streamers. Yeah, so we get the opportunity to do anything we want to do.
I think that if you create a label that says female and you have it to where you can just click on female content creators, I think you're setting us up for failure, because you're allowing the scum of the earth who want to come in and demoralize us the opportunity to know exactly where to find us and not have to hunt for us.
And Twitch already has a category for women. Twitch already has
if you're
that
half
category.
naked and in a hot tub.
Actually, I just looked it up. I'll be honest with you, but it's for more people than that. There's ones for the high women, like the women that are pulling, 2,000 views every freaking stream. Like, they've got legendary women is what they're called. They have, the hot tub category, which I'm sorry, I'm not gonna fall under. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Like, fuck that. But
I'm not sorry.
My thing is like, kind of like what Lady was saying. Why categorize it when I should be able to categorize via the game that I'm playing, just like anybody else out there. But I'm also a firm believer in I want to work for what I get. You know what I mean? Like I don't want the handout.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Like I'm a firm believer that, like somebody said earlier, I forgot who it was. I think it was Mama or Sarah, one of you all said, like women can do what men can do.
Yeah, we can do anything.
Gaming is not just a man thing, and I'm sorry, like it's truly not. I mean, I think I see more women out there gaming. I see more women in our gaming stores here than I do men anymore. Yep. So like it's not just a man's thing. Gaming should be something that is a release or a getaway for people or whatever people use it at.
So basically what you're trying to say is take the female label out of it and just start, we need to just start viewing y'all as streamers, as content creators.
Just a human that enjoys the same thing that other people do.
Okay, so
we should be seen as content creators, not not sex driven. And I don't mean that the way it sounds.
Robots.
Like we shouldn't be categorized as, well, these are male streamers and these are female streamers and this is who you label with because of what society states. We should all just be seen as content creators and be given the same equal opportunity.
Exactly.
Okay, so you feel it would be more divisive rather than helpful. To put a stamp on it. Okay.
I think you're just putting a big flashing neon sign above us saying, please come torture and torment us because you're a dirty, nasty pervert. Like, sorry.
I feel like it would be putting a target on our back, essentially.
Okay. So,
Dana, what do you think?
Well, hold on. We haven't heard from Ziz and Sarah. What do you think? Ziz, I know, again, not to keep harping on this, but you've been doing this a short time, but you still have an opinion on this because you're on a platform, you're on Livespace. Maybe you feel Livespace could do something. And Sarah, you've been on Twitch, you've dealt with TikTok, you've got the experience on multiple areas that you could. Do you agree with the other ladies that maybe putting a label or a category is more divisive than helpful?
See, I agree. I agree with the ladies. It's for my opinion is, like, obviously if there's anything they can do more, I think they're doing enough as it is. I also agree with Phoenix here as well. I don't know nothing about Kick or anything like that, so whatever has been going on with Kick, I'm in dark because really care.
Yeah,
They
just,
don't mix
if you
with
want
that.
to know more about it, just go on Twitter because someone
It's
is
so good. Yeah, it's flooded
yeah,
with
it's
it.
over the top.
Hmm.
But I feel like you can't. I think, like touching upon what Phoenix said for a minute, I think it's the people that are viewing and the streamers and everything else that can make a difference, that can make a change in that. Yeah, rightly so. Like the owners of these streaming sites can take a step in, but I think going forward as a streamer, if there's anything that a platform can do, I think they're doing everything they can, but they can't exactly help you grow this. You don't, it's your content and it's down to you to get that. You
Okay.
don't need no help because you're already doing it.
Okay. It's fair. Z's, what about you?
I honestly don't think that there's anything, that the platform can do to better it for women streamers, and I think that's just because it doesn't matter what platform it is. I mean, the issues that we deal with, we're gonna deal with regardless. And it doesn't matter what platform you're on or, anything that they were to try to do to better it. There's always going to be those random times when some guy might come in and he might say something inappropriate, or somebody might come in and they might say something about our weight, or they might say something about the way we look. And I don't think that can be unavoidable, because that's just, I guess, in a way, that's just some people's human nature, whether it be their raising or whatever. I think it originally would just have to be, people teaching their children better, not to be judgmental, not to, have to go into some woman's stream and seek attention just because you aren't getting the type of attention you want at home, or whatever the case may be. So I don't think that there's anything that they could possibly do that's actually going to better that until the world itself gets better. Ow.
Fair point.
That's the only way I think that things are going to get better.
Okay, so to y'all's argument, and sorry if I'm cutting you off at any point, please tell me to shut up.
Well, I do have a follow-up question to that particular thing. We're talking about categories, and you were mentioning maybe a woman's category, etc. Do the ladies in here feel that places that put categories that sexualize women, such as hot tub stream, stuff like that, do you think that's a detriment to your cause, or do you think that it doesn't really affect you?
Probably a detriment, only because it encourages that type of streaming, that type of behavior, and that type of desire for that type of behavior. It's like, people have porn addictions because the porn's readily available. So let's just, those guys who want to see girls in hot tubs and that's what they consider watching a quote unquote stream, let's just make it real easy and make it readily available to them.
I think by labeling it like that, you are making it easier for women to be preyed upon, whether that's what they want to do or not.
Okay, so
Where
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut you off.
we're making it readily easy, whether they want to show off their body in that way, shape, or form or not. That's their choice. But I feel like labeling it that way, we are allowing men to feel like it is okay to come in and say inappropriate and immoral things and allow them to be treated in an improper manner based on the content that they want to create. I'm not judging them for the content that they want to create, but I do feel like we are not protecting those women in a better aspect.
Okay, so I want to play devil's advocate here, and please do not shoot me for what I'm about to ask, okay? A comment was made, and on this topic, OnlyFans would be a better place. Some of y'all felt OnlyFans would be a better place for some of that content, correct? Or a different platform outside of streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So playing the devil's advocate, what if they don't want to go to OnlyFans? What if they feel like there's an issue with OnlyFans? Maybe they're getting screwed in their pay and they're being treated poorly there, and they want to branch out somewhere else. I don't know, so please feel free to educate me.
There's a porn industry if they really want to get that serious about it, but they can,
But look, maybe they don't want to go full naked. Maybe they want, maybe they want to be.
There's soft porn.
Find a great strip club and go become a stripper.
Yeah. Or go to Pornhub and upload your videos there. I mean, you know.
Yeah, amateur.
I mean,
amateur uploads on Pornhub all day long.
If you want that type of attention, there are other ways to seek it. You do not need to use a streaming platform that is used for sharing your content to sexualize yourself. If you need that kind of
Not
attention,
only that, but there
go
is no
fucking
monitoring.
find a strip club.
There's no age monitoring of the people who get to
Nope.
watch that. At least on a sexual and intended sexual platform, they have to agree they're of age or whatever else. Like there's
And there's legal
semi-things in place.
ramifications if
Yes.
they're not. On a streaming platform, as long as you're 13, you're able to create your own account.
Do you think that maybe in the past there used to be, what they call cam girls, which was basically porn sites, but you got that live interaction? I don't know if those sites are still around, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure.
But
they
do you
are.
think maybe if there is a decline in those sites, that some of those people don't have anywhere specifically to go for that type of interaction? So they turn to streams?
Then maybe they should use their time wisely and make.
Maybe they should, pick up a phone and learn to be a phone sex operator.
Okay, so again,
I'm sorry, there
but-
are multiple ways to get around the lack of the need for the attention.
Well,
If
hold
you
on,
want
hold
the
on.
attention,
I'm
find
gonna
other
play-
ways to get it.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate again onto Zara's point, and feel free to piggyback.
Oh,
please.
Jesus.
No. I'm gonna be on your side on this one. There are plenty of free websites or dollar. Right now, a lady and I have been working on a website for a blog, but am I looking up the right platform and everything and how to set it up? There's actually sites I paid $1. I pay $1 every month. I have a complete whatever I
Are
want
you
to
gonna
do.
be looking bath salts anymore?
But you can
Well,
set
then I
up.
don't know if you can do it.
But you
Z's,
can.
you're not muted.
No, she's fine. I thought for a second she was
You
talking to
could-
me. It took me. No. But you can set up a cam site. You can set up a whole chat thing, and you can create your own. So to your point, you can create your own site to go and do it and advertise it on a different platform, basically. So,
Problem is you still run into the age issue.
well, no, but then
Then it becomes your
Well-
legal problem yourself.
Then let
But-
that be their legal problem, but it doesn't affect our streaming platforms where we're just
That's
trying
true.
to.
that's what I'm saying is to.
Yeah.
In advocate of what you all were saying, there is a way to actually do it, because he was asking, can you go do it like this, or how should they handle it from there? If there's not a readily accessible one, with a little bit of research, you can do it. You really did. It took me, once I figured out what I was doing, it took me about 10 minutes to set it up and to figure out all this shit. I spent one night, I think, just sitting on my laptop watching TV, saw all the different templates and the formats and tools that you can add to it. Took me one night. Think about what you could do in a week.
My thing is if you can take the time out to set up a stream, you can take the time out to set up your own site.
I agree.
It takes just as much effort, in my opinion, from base saying. I don't know. I'm very biased when it comes to stuff like that because I'm totally against all of that.
Yeah, same. Like, and that's where it comes in, because we get judged for that. Like,
Mhm.
we're not,
We're not
standing
women
behind the
loving
women that are. Yeah, we're not empowering the women who want to fucking sell their bodies, because we don't morally agree with that. So we're the problem. Well, no, actually, get a real job. I mean, I hate
Let's
it
be
for
honest.
you.
It's not that I don't morally. I don't care about your morality. Whatever you choose to do in your free time is your free time. Do what you want to do. I don't have to support it, but I'm definitely not going to empower it if it's going to impact, say, like my children.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my kids could stumble
Like,
across that
sorry,
shit.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, and that's my thing. Like, my child is very smart for her age. She can pull up my Twitch on my laptop.
Okay.
Do I want her watching women doing whatever they're doing streams? Because I'm gonna be honest, I've never pulled one up. Don't care to. No, I don't want her seeing that.
Curiosity. I'll be honest. Curiosity killed the cat once. It wasn't worth it.
That girl did not get a follow. But I mean, I'm not.
That chick had body issues just as much as every other woman under the sun.
My thing is it's not even just women doing it either. There's men out there doing hot tub streams too.
Oh,
Like,
good God.
you know what I mean? Like,
You got
from what
predators
I
out there
hear,
doing that kind
from
of
what I
shit, too.
hear,
Yep.
you know,
Do they shake their junk in the opposite direction?
Yep.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
come
I
on.
got a chopper.
See,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna chime in. I think the men that are out there doing it, I think it's disrespectful on a whole level on its own. Just because women are doing it, okay, fine. We may not agree with the concept of the hot tub stream, but women are doing it because, whatever.
Don't make excuses for bad behavior.
No.
They're doing it because they want the money and the views. That's
They
what
want
it is.
you
More,
because they
more,
want the
more power
attention.
to. My point isn't to knock on the women for doing that. My point is the guys that are doing those. It became a trend, or at least from what I saw, it became a trend making fun of those women. Which just furthering the point of the question I've been asking. Women are getting hurt and judged and labeled and stereotyped even worse because men are making a mockery of, yes, albeit it's a very controversial form of content. These men are out there and just making it worse on top of everything that's going on. Would you agree, or do you feel I know how you feel about the content, but
I'm just saying I'm speaking as a general person here. It's not just men though. It's women too.
what do you mean?
Like women demoralize women for doing it.
Like I'm gonna share a story here. I'm a single mom, dude. Like, I get it. I have parenting things to do too. But I'm gonna tell you, my child is never neglected. There was one day, literally one day on stream. I had just started my stream. I wasn't my stream, and Nara came up to me and she said, "Hey, mommy, can I have this?" She wanted a drink or something. Okay, I was like, "Yeah, give me 1 second," because I did not jump at the moment of the question. I had one woman, I don't even know who this lady was, come in and say, that's shitty of you as a mom. You should stop your gaming to go do that. Dude, I wasn't even in a game yet. Like, and I got up and I took care of my child. Now, my thing is it's, men come out here, they sexualize us. Women are now sexualizing women. Like, it's a whole thing. It's from both genders. Dana made that very clear earlier too. Like, we get it from both sides. We don't just have it from men. We don't just have it from women. We have it from both sides.
Okay.
And like I know of females who start one thing is, oh, I don't get the views because I'm not a, God, what are they called, the titty streamers? I don't know, the women that show off their boobs, or women who dress in full lingerie while streaming, like, because they weren't these people. They weren't hitting affiliate, they weren't getting their views, they weren't getting this, you know what I mean?
That's not true. It's because they weren't engaging, because I hit affiliate and I'm not a titty streamer.
Yeah,
I'm not a titty, well, and that's my thing. I'm not a titty streamer. I hit a by self-promoting on TikTok.
There are
And I
other
did
ways
that- and
to
I did that
monetize
without
your
a-
platform.
Right, and I did it all without a camera. Nobody knew what I looked like when I hit affiliate. Nobody.
And it's
But I
because
can
titty
tell you
streamers
that
don't
they
wanna
thought
do
I was
the work.
fat.
What was
No,
that?
yeah, of course they did. Titty streamers don't have to do the work.
They just
They
show
show
up,
some
they show
skin.
what they need.
And that does it for them. They don't have to self-promote. They don't have to put in work. They don't have to make content on other platforms to grow. They don't have to put out YouTube videos and TikTok videos and, all this other shit. They don't have to do all that. They just got to show some skin and they're set.
See,
Well,
and
my
I
thing is
struggle-
they're not engaging with their viewers.
Mm-mm.
Well, they are by like writing names on their body that they're gonna wash off in 2 days, and if not that night. And of course, the dude that's getting his name written on the girl's body is like jerking off, watching her.
It's extremely disheartening to believe that we allow this in our culture at such an easy access. It's so easy accessible. Anybody can stumble across this and can get the wrong idea of what streaming is. Like, I can tell you right now, if I looked at Leeds' dad and said, "Hey, Leeds live here," go in, type in his name in the search bar, and his dad saw any other content other than his that was inappropriate, I would get a phone call and it would be done. We would be like, what the hell are y'all doing? What is this site promoting? Like, I can just imagine the ramifications of it. And when you're trying to bring viewers to a platform and trying to bring viewers to your content, it doesn't help when there's so much of the extra that's just there.
Now, forgive me for a stupid question. So I know it's on Twitch. Is there hot tub streaming on Kick?
No.
There is all kinds of streaming on Kick. Me and Zara, when I guess it was when Kick first came out. Someone told us we shouldn't have watched it. I've never been on Kick except for last night when I was sitting here on the couch watching Jake's stream with Zara. But apparently the first one that Zara saw when he pulled it up was somebody sitting there naked from the waist down, showing everything. And I mean everything. I was like, I can't let my kids on this platform.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I literally went kick.com a girl in a bikini, full body shot, like.
Gotcha. So
Yeah, that's the scariest thing though. When you like for you that have got children, it must be a really like skeptical thing of like we're supposed to be streamers, and then you come across, as you've said, women in hot tubs and they're flashing all this on you. What impression are they giving young people? Are you promoting that they should be doing
The
it?
definition
Wrong.
of
They shouldn't
streaming
be
is
doing it.
absurd at this point.
It's given out the wrong impressions on a lot of young people that stumble across all this, and it's given them ideas that they should not be having, given if they're at below age.
I can guarantee you, if we continue on this track of what streaming is, eventually streaming sites will become an alternative porn site because sex will be allowed on stream sites. We are allowing this now. It is only a matter of time until we filter in to where we become a full porn site.
So, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to all of you, but Lionspace doesn't have that yet that I've seen. Maybe it does, and I could be wrong. But
No, it doesn't have that.
Okay.
It
That's-
doesn't.
It's
No.
It's against everything. Yeah.
Okay.
They put TOS like quick. They have like so much stuff more than Kick could ever imagine, already set up in plans.
So,
So that's why everyone, yeah, Livespace is like on top of everything, which is amazing to
Especially
see.
in the games as well. I have Sims and I'm guilty.
Yes.
I have them modded. Okay, I have
Yes.
Sims. Okay, you can see everything. I also have a mod as well, which is called Base Mental Drugs. And
Okay.
you know, I'm smoking right now, but you know, and I think so with Livespace, they do crack down on that. So when I normally now what I have to do when I'm streaming Sims and I know I'm going to be streaming that game, I will remove the Wicked Wins folder out, just so I can go in and stream, because otherwise you're going to see a whole ass naked sim, and Livespace do crack down on that.
okay.
They will not allow that.
Now,
You have to kind of like be careful with that. But if it's actually part of the game itself, there's not really much they can say because it is a part of the game. But if it's mods that you've brought in that do that to your character, then that's when they do take a step in. Cause
Yeah, they step in. Yep.
Yeah, because like think about it like when you're in GTA RP, you go into a clothing store to change your clothes. That's just unfortunately that's part of the game. You're filtering through, and your body is exposed at certain times.
Yeah.
You know that's unfortunately that's part of your game.
okay, that's an interesting question. I want to come back to that. But my point about my point for being on Lionspace, Twitch has a history of being on this opinion on something, and then it'll switch to this, and then it might switch to that. You know, they flip flop all over the place. What if Lionspace were to do that? How would that?
No
Do
one
you think-
knows that yet. No one
Yeah,
knows. We
can't
wouldn't
really
be
answer
able
that.
to tell you the future on that one, bud. We have
Okay.
no idea what
But
they're
just-
planning.
What we can hope is
If
that
it-
they don't do that, because they would be the one
Yeah,
platform
it
that
wouldn't
stick
make
to
any
their
sense for
guns.
them to do that for what they're going through. Like right now, how it's just so smooth. It's going through their the platform's doing really really well.
Mhm.
Being able to bring a lot more stuff in without causing the chaos as Kick and Twitch have already started. But for being a beta, that they're still tiny too. They're like
Right.
a small beta, but I can't tell you what what the future is going to be like that for this
Right.
platform.
Oh yeah,
No
no.
one
My
knows.
point
Yeah.
is how do you, like, was just your thought they need to make sure they stick to their guns. Don't
Oh, yeah,
flip
they
flop. Don't
definitely would
open
need
that
to.
door.
100%.
Don't
Yeah.
open that door for the hot tub streamers, basically.
We're sick of all that shit. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
why we're
think they're
doing
going
it.
to allow that anyway. So
Okay, so
Right.
I'm scrolling through Kick, and I scrolled through a stream, and it's under pools, bikinis, and hot tubs. But
Yeah.
it's a chick. It's a wet shirt pole dance stream.
Yep.
Oh,
We're
man.
basically allowing strip clubs in without paying for anything, just randomly white out here for our children to come across.
Exactly.
No, and speaking like Sarah mentioned earlier, you know, having kids and this be a thing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those parents that I'm honest with my daughter. Like, no, we don't do that. Like, I was raised to respect my body, and my body is for myself and my significant other only, kind of deal. So, and I'm a firm believer in that. And you know, my daughter, even when she decides she wants to be naked all day, like, she knows, like, this is my body, this is for me only. And like the one day that I was live on stream and I was like, baby, like, my camera's on, everybody can see your butt right now. She was severely embarrassed. Immediately put clothes on, you know. So like, she sees things like that and she asks those questions, but I'm not a mom that like is gonna brush it underneath the mat and be like, oh, when you're older I'll explain. Like, I explain things to her now.
I think the problem is if you sugarcoat it from an early age, they expect you to sugarcoat it forever, and you
Yep.
can't at some point. And it's better to be brutally honest with them from the get-go than
Even
to
if they
sugarcoat
can't understand
shit.
it yet, because then eventually they're gonna understand it, and they know you've had that same stance whole time. You're not just changing it because they can understand differently.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, and there was one time I got, like, lady said I was on GTA and I was at the clothing store, by all means, and I'm scrolling through the clothes and the chick's boobs are hanging out, and I was like, Mommy, you can't go like that. Like, you have to put clothes on. I'm like, I'm working on it, I promise. Like, you
You're
know,
like,
so
I'm
like,
trying. The clothing store won't load fast enough.
it's not loading, it's glitched. Even like when she's scrolling through YouTube, because it's on YouTube even, you know, she scrolls through YouTube, she goes through Reels, and she'll be like, ugh, Mom, can you believe this is on here, kind of deal. Like, I mean, she's very observant about things like that, and she's very like, Mom, I saw this, just so you know. Hey, Mom, this came up across this. Now she's on my YouTube channel, so I can go in and put on the controls.
Okay, so shifting more to a content-based, we talked about, we mentioned GTRP and it's come up again, and it just sparked the question: do y'all feel with it's not really a game at this point; it's more of a simulation, but games like GTRP or Sims or whatever, Lady has phrased it as a way that she can be something that she wouldn't, or do things that she normally wouldn't do in real life. For
Like
example,
sell drugs and things.
Oh yeah.
but it would not. For the sake of this podcast, though, it's more of on a sexual base because the very first city that we went into, or server we went into, she ran a strip club and she was dancing and
Did.
in a very sexualized nature. There were other females in there who were streamers as well. There's some of the stuff that was going on. I know they would not be doing that stuff if it wasn't for the whole point of the role play aspect. Do y'all now? And so I know Lady's answer. So, Lady, I'm going to ask you to stay out of this one for just a moment. Do y'all, the rest of y'all, have you ever done any kind of content like that? Not in a bad, and I don't mean this in any way bad, but have you ever explored a content aspect because you couldn't do it in RL and brought it to your streams?
I've done it on Twitch. I was GTA as well. My character, she's literally a hooker. I would take them to the abandoned hotel, would be my house. And then I would have officers off duty come in to the place and yell for me to make it seem like we were role playing, having sex. But then cops would pull up and they'd be like, "What's going on here?" And then, you know, the whole scene, I would have to make a scene for it. But yeah, she would walk around like in those little empty outfits because we didn't have 5M. We had GTA on Xbox, so we only had like a few things. But now I don't really do that because it's not really my thing. I'm more of a Karen. So if I see that, I usually call the cops or point at them and laugh at them. So, but other than that, for a while I would do that, but it's fun to do it in a view like that because it's funny for some reason. I don't know why it's funny for me, but it's fun to do something like that, just to whatever. But yeah, it was just more of a little entertainment for myself, and then just the people watching me. I didn't really have a lot of people watching me, but it's fun.
Phoenix, before you jump in, I'm gonna ask the rest of I have a specific question for you. So hold on one second. Dana, Sarah, and Z's. What about y'all?
I have not.
Never. Okay.
No, I think I typically stick to the same 4 or 5 games as far as streaming wise. Now, I mean, I have played
We got stuck in
RP.
a cemetery together.
Yeah, but I
That was
wasn't
fun.
streaming that. But
No,
yeah,
true.
I have played the RP. Me and Llama. We got stuck in a cemetery together, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
We did things in a grade. What?
Yeah, we were beating up the women who were naked and
Yeah,
turning their
we
bodies.
did that. We did use their bodies, and then we were also chased by by guys we know. So there was that too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Sarah. Dana.
I haven't. Not that
No.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
But there really hasn't been.
No,
I don't know if any of you play BitLife, but in BitLife, I'm a fucking whore most of the time. Every new life I start,
Yeah.
I'm just banging everybody, catching STDs,
God.
getting pregnant. I got one time I had 52 kids before I
Oh my
died.
gosh.
I'm just always fucking around. But that's, I don't know that. I probably could stream that, but that's kind of boring because it's a text-based game. But that's not to say that. Well, okay, I lie. I do have some naughty games on Steam, but I don't
Oh my
stream
God.
them.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they wouldn't go over too well.
And Sarah, as far as the Sims go, and I don't really ever watch Sims, I'll be honest, so I don't know too much about how all that goes. So hearing you say there's mods for that, because I always thought Sims was very straight-laced kind of deal. So
Oh, there's a lot of things you can do. You can have sex with a ghost and have ghost children. That one's fun. You can pretend to die, and then the one guy that comes and takes your body, right? You can have sex with him, and then your children are dead children. That was a good one. There's a lot of mods that you can do some fucked up stuff. Yeah, it's really fun. I drowned.
I'm sorry, I'm over here getting so excited, telling myself I need to download this shit.
Yeah, you look it up.
Side.
Oh my god!
It is so much fun. I've done it. I've done to a point that I took my mods and I put them in a house and they would kill each other, but it was fun to watch because I gave them all their personalities and they lose it. I set up traps in my house of pools that you can't get out of, so they would die in those, and then. Yeah, there's a lot of really fucked up things you can do into your own Sims.
She's giving me a lot of GTA.
I know, I'm
aspects
helping
here
you
that
out.
I can
Just write
play
them
with.
down, they're fun.
So now I'm
Oh,
curious.
Sarah
Sarah's chomping at the bit here, and because she's always every time I see her, she's always so quiet. So now, and I can see that wicked little grin.
She's always doing something.
So with the Wicked Whims mod, okay, you get to see everything. But you can also there is animations, okay, so you can get sex animations, different scenarios of which way it can turn. Your Sims will have their menstrual cycle. You can take a pregnancy test and you'll go for baby scans. But it can be very, very graphic. You can get custom content that makes you the bloke's penis really freaking huge, and there's a lot.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Within
Every girl's
that's
dream.
Why I have. That's why when I want to stream Sims 4, that folder has to exit the building until I'm done streaming. You can bet your motherfucker that thing is back on.
Zara over there looks like he's like, oh my god, kill me now. So.
He does it. He
No,
has-
no. I
he-
mean,
Here you go.
it's interesting. When I was younger, I would have loved to have that stuff. Now that I'm grown up and people judge me all the damn time, it's like, shit. It's
No,
nice
hold
that
on.
it's all
You-
there, but I can't do
He
anything.
just called us children.
Now hold on. Are you saying you would love the game in the mods or having a bigger penis?
Probably both.
Or
of
I
them.
mean,
Or
I
both.
would have. Yeah, I could have
Definitely both.
totally made my avatar have something that was larger than a hamster, but that would have been cool. But the mods itself, I
Okay.
mean, there's a lot more than you can do. And no, I'm not calling you children. I'm just saying that as I've grown up and become an adult male, there's more.
We're not adults.
Scrutiny
you are
on me.
hanging yourself here because I'm
Yeah.
probably older than you.
Hold on. So
I'm
would
sitting
you
here
rather?
like I'm probably the youngest one in this entire chat.
I swear to you, I have got to be the oldest.
I don't know. I've been wanting to ask, but I feel it's inappropriate because Llama's saying she's
What,
been
how
streaming.
old we are? No, you're fine.
Well, yeah, but just I'm curious because you don't look that old, but you said you've been doing this for 20 years, and so it's been eating away. Like
She
ever
should
since-
be at least in her 30s.
She said she started when she was 18, so she's at 30.
No, I started when I was 16.
Oh,
She's
16,
at
so she's like
least-
36.
Yeah,
I'm
she's at
37
least
actually.
in her 30s. Yeah, I was gonna say. at
Yeah,
least in her
I'll be
30s.
38 in December.
Okay.
Okay, and Sarah, I want to say is mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s, but I don't think so.
Nope, late 20s.
No, not early 40s.
I agree with late 20s.
She's in late 20s.
Yeah.
Late 20s. Okay, and I already know Dana.
She's all shaking her head no.
I know,
like,
she's
nah.
like, no, you guys are. I'm totally not. I'm,
35.
I always like to
35.
get everybody's opinions on me
Yeah.
because I'm always the oldest.
75.
Wow.
Yay.
No, ain't no way.
I was gonna go with 43.
Right, Jaco?
Wow.
That's
Okay,
close.
close.
I was
I
like
would-
45,
Me, I said 37.
Oh, 46.
46. Okay, nice.
Because I've got my oldest son is going to be 24. Oh, he's 24 today.
Oh,
Yeah. How did you not
Oh,
know that?
fuck me. I don't know our anniversary's tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh, and then just as Aziz doesn't feel left out, I'm gonna say mid 30s.
Late 30s.
That's close.
She's 38, 39.
39.
Okay, so I'm the youngest one in this chat.
okay. What does the youngest mean?
29.
29,
Really?
yeah.
Aw, she is youngie.
She's a baby.
You're itsy bitsy baby.
I feel like I'm
happy
50
so-
some days.
What is
I know.
today's
Me
date?
too.
Today's the 10th. March
So
10th.
I turn 40 in 20 days.
Yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
do.
We got it on our
Lame.
She's got it on her calendar.
Zara, write that down for me.
It's on my calendar.
Zara, write it down.
All right. So
Zara, write it down.
I don't have a pen.
Well, fucking use your penis.
I was gonna say,
Sure.
pick your finger, use
He's
blood,
writing
dude.
with out of his penis. Holy fuck balls.
Did we not
this is,
just
You might want to get that checked out, Zara. Damn.
Did,
See, now this
no,
is-
did we
Didn't
not
say get
just
a hamster.
establish that it's not large enough to be a
He said
writing
he had a
utensil?
hamster.
right, Jaco?
I mean, a hamster can be stretched out far enough. It could be like a sleep.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Okay,
a-
but not. It's not the whole hamster itself.
Oh,
It's
okay.
that one aspect of the hamster.
Okay, so it's a leg.
I was thinking it was more the
It's
hamster's dick.
the
which is
hamster's
tinier.
penis.
The dicks of the hamster. There you go.
There we go.
Yes,
Okay.
the hamster penis. I'm hung like a hamster.
All right, so I want to hear. I'm dying to hear Lee's question for Phoenix because we play GTA with Phoenix.
And that's why I wanted to. So like, I don't know everybody else here with it, and I know Lady already. We've had many a weird conversation that has gone down some twisted places. But not Phoenix. I want to hear your take on the whole content and sexual nature and how it pertains to your stream.
And
Just
this
keep
is
in mind, I'm
probably
gonna call
shock you
bullshit.
guys.
So,
You guys are gonna be so shocked right now. Okay, like when I'm playing Sims 4, because I play Sims 4, and it's weird. I have the Wicked Whims mod, just actually modded yesterday on a lot of my Sims. But it doesn't show everything.
Mhm.
So I must have the PG-13 version of that. So that's fine with me.
We need to
'cause
get you the expedited version.
If I'm streaming Sims and I tell my Sims like, okay, so I do the 100 baby challenge or whatever. When they're trying to have a baby, I'm down in the kitchen watching the kids cook, okay, while they're upstairs doing their shit. Like, that's how I am on my stream. Like, I'm weird. When God, I feel like it was.
Now, okay, wait a minute. From the
I'm trying to
GTA
think.
aspects of it, though, like
Yeah,
not
you
just
guys
I'm
are
trying to-
5M?
I'm
Do you
trying
guys
to
play
think on the
5M?
GTA.
we play
5M,
5M. Yes,
Okay, what server do you guys play on?
Exilium.
we are
Anymore.
in Exilium.
We have one that we can,
Well-
we can roleplay on the FK side. We should all just do a group thing again. Zara, you know what I'm talking
That
about.
actually really hurt.
We should do that. We should do a event thing. Don't look around. We fucking have a server.
I don't know if you would. I don't know if you guys would like Maddie. She's a hot hand, mess to handle.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys would like Lily. She comes with a twin sister.
I
and
don't
we're
know.
not
Mine is
doing
kind of fucked up too.
insane.
Casey's a bitch. So I don't know. I feel like it would be cool to like get something out because last time we did anything roleplay with Z and a bunch of Joker was with us too, Zara, right? We just fucked around. So we could just do a role playing event or something. I could set it up if you're interested. But
Absolutely.
That would
we
be cool.
have a 5M server that we make, like we're making. So we have one, and it's always up. So you just have to let us know if you're interested, because we could do an event. We have a whole bunch of stuff.
Phoenix, you down? I know
You just
my
have to-
Phoenix will come.
You just have to let me know what your days are available, and then I can get it set up on the FK side, and then we can get our
Okay.
guys into it because we have a server.
That's
I mean, I'm just
crazy.
saying, like, it's obviously something I gotta talk to Maya about.
No, yeah, no, 100%.
Bring Maya with you.
No, yeah. I will have to just talk on the FK side and see what we're gonna do. But other than that, I feel like we could probably. It'd be nice to have other people. To be
Because
honest.
Misfit and I run an entire mafia family over in our city.
Yeah.
So we are the criminal aspect. I'm trying to get Dana to come play with us.
Yeah. The
She's also
server.
trying to rope me into her mafia family to
You know,
harassment
you have so
every
much
single time.
fun. You have so much fun with us.
Nora.
But yeah, our server is it's a newer server, so it's like mostly just
Okay.
us. We don't have anything crazy. They literally just develop it, and then we were testing it out, and then we did some stuff, and then I recorded. But we were off screen. Everyone knows that we were doing some weird stuff.
I
Like
bet you
Z-
were.
Like me and Z were talking. We were literally doing things in graveyards, trying to hide from the boys because we were doing cat versus mouse, and we were running, and they were trying to kill us. So it was a fun time.
Oh boy.
That's-
Yeah. We actually killed them, and I recorded it, and I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" So then I took a video of it, and it was the best. It was the best time ever.
Lead and lady stay killing each other, fucking brawling, throwing punches in the streets,
Yeah.
and then
Oh
having to
my
drag
God.
each other to the hospital.
Our first city, the man lit me on fire, peed on my body, and shot me.
Hang on. Let's not forget about the time that God, I think it was Joe or Wick, and they brought out those freaking tank trucks and
Oh my god.
blew me up outside the clothing store. And you're like, "Hey, what was that explosion?" And I'm just sitting there like laughing. I'm like, these guys did not just do that. And
They
Lead and
freaking blew
freaking
up
them just like
everything.
they just left. They left. They didn't have any remorse, no nothing. And I'm like, cool. And ladies are trying to get me in with this family, and I'm
This
like,
is
this is how
the
you treat
man
family.
who. What? No. Our first city too. People used to laugh at us because he would throw me off the roof of the casino. So you could go to the roof of the casino, and he used to throw me off of it, and people would be like, "You can't do that. That's hurting your wife." And he goes, "Damn, it's marriage counseling." He goes, "She pissed me off. I threw her off the roof."
Therapy.
Yeah.
Are
okay,
you
that's
sure?
good.
Same shit to system, and y'all know it, so it's all good.
No, I know.
But to answer, I was gonna say to answer your question, anything like GTA RP wise, I think like the worst I've streamed with GTA RP is like me selling drugs.
Okay.
It's not bad.
off the whole city. I show making the drugs, selling the drugs,
Unless
using the
you
drugs.
count me killing people, but like I mean I play COD,
Done that.
stream that, you know, like
I think there's a little difference between Call of Duty killing and you running around the city running people down with your car, though. So
it's a baseball bat and a knife, okay?
I mean,
I
I
have
have a
literally
torture
seen you.
chamber.
I have literally watched, been standing on the street, watched you plow through a group of people with your car. Okay.
That was not me. That was my new friend Dawn.
I've never done that. Z knows that I've never ran over anyone.
That is what is that? RDM?
VDM.
That would
Yeah,
be RD VDM.
don't-
BDM.
We don't
If-
VDM.
If I see people on the sidewalk with my car, I know that I have the right of way because my vehicle belongs on the sidewalk and people do not.
That's
So
like,
I don't run over people.
that's like Phoenix and ladies driving. So
Hey, yours ain't any better.
I don't know what you're talking about. I drive at the best in GTA. I'm
Listen.
phenomenal.
Let's talk about all the times that we've gotten in cars with men driving and we end up in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
How many
yeah,
times have
know
I
that.
ended up in the hospital after flying off the back of your bike?
it's because you
Is that because you forgot to put on your seatbelts?
No.
No.
Don't come equipped with seatbelts. Thank you.
You don't even put your seatbelt on, Zara. You just fly out the windshield
Yellow.
all the time.
Hey, listen, I'm talking from experience, not
Yeah,
judging.
I'm talking about experience.
Let's be honest. If you have a seatbelt on, that seatbelt isn't going to save your life at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah,
And
and,
hitting
then
the
you hit a
concrete
pole,
wall.
and then you fly out. Yep, I've done that.
You're gonna be an
they're like,
angel.
I got nothing to do with this. So my point about asking about that particular style of content, we talked about hot tub streamers and we talked about that form of content and how we're not okay with it. Do you feel there's a difference between a hot tub streamer and say stripping on GTRP or having the mods? I know, Sarah, you don't put them in your stream for obvious reasons, or even role playing as a whore. Do you feel there's a difference between a hot tub streamer and putting up that kind of content?
Yes, that's like saying there's not a difference between filming an actual murder and playing
Murdering
Call
somebody.
of Duty.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm not
Like-
saying I feel one way or the other. It's just a general question.
No, there is a complete difference.
My thing is one's like a virtual game.
Okay.
The other is a real life person.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thing is when you're selling your body for money because it's convenient for you at the moment is a completely different story from I'm playing a game and I'm indulging in a fantasy that when I shut it off, it's
ends.
not going to affect my family or my people. You know what I mean? When you put yourself out there live like that, that never goes away. That content will be there forever. Somewhere
you
in
know it or
the
not.
depths of the internet.
And
yeah.
and it would be so I've been doing a lot of research lately. The other thing is too is it's what you post on your page. Somebody else could be screenshotting certain parts of that and putting it out somewhere else.
And
You
they
know,
can
if you're
always
doing
edit
that
the
to my-
narrative.
Yeah, and if you're doing that to my video game, then by all means do it. I don't give a crap. Like you're all you're doing is doing some stuff to Lily. You're not affecting me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, like if Maddie does something stupid, it's Maddie in a game. It's not Lady.
Well,
Who it affects on the
Phoenix's
daily.
point, she's saying that, like Dana said, you guys said somebody could clip it, post it out there, and spin the narrative to something, and that's your physical face. That's you. Whereas Phoenix's point is if they clip it, you have an avatar, you have a character in a game. That's like how many people have wallpapers up of the anime chicks from games with the big
Yeah.
tits on there. It's not anybody in particular. It's a picture basically. No, I was just curious. We were talking about it. And I wanted to see if y'all felt
It's
there
a
was
sense of
difference.
protection.
What do you mean?
Like have it when you're doing it in a game. When you shut your game off, the game is over. And if somebody were to clip a portion of the game and make it look a different way and edit it together to even make you look bad, that is your content. And if they go that far to do that, that's on them. But when you're putting out people's personal information and you're clipping and bidding different things and you're creating something different to as their person, you're going against you're defamating their character in the process. Like, if you're creating a clip, like say you're creating a clip and you're taking it from like bits and pieces of this, that, and the other, and you are creating it to say what you want it to say, but that wasn't what was said, you're taking somebody's character and you're slandering it in its own way.
You're calling it Amber Heard.
Thank you. And when you're in like your game, it doesn't matter because it doesn't affect you personally because it's just your game. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, if you look like you're kind of nodding along over there, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're putting it out there, you know, you're gonna get a lot.
You're gonna get what you get.
Basically, you feel that if you're putting your physical self out there, you're gonna get a certain reaction. Like, it's just to be expected. Whereas with
I
whereas
think
with
no
a
matter
game,
what anyone does on thingy, you're always getting looked upon. And if you're doing something to that degree, you're gonna get looked on a hell of a lot more than somebody normally.
Okay. I just want to. You can say I love to play the devil's advocate on any argument here, and I can easily do that. So that was the point. I don't feel one way or another. Y'all want to make your content do your thing. You know, for friends, like I love giving Phoenix a hard time just because she makes it easy sometimes. But I can see the argument, and this is why I just wanted your intake on it, as ladies, is if you're gonna knock one form of content, if there's something like basically a substandard or a subcategory to it, would that argument not apply to that as well? But y'all definitively shot it down, and it was like a well-reasoned argument. So definitely kudos, because I didn't actually expect it. You know, I wasn't ready for the answer. Zarmax, what do you think? I mean, just having another guy in here, like, what's your take on the comparison?
No, I mean, I think I was kind of on a similar mindset of, you know, it could be construed, but they've all made very good points in the fact that it's not them personally. It's a fantasy, it's an avatar. And I think that's a very valid point, but also to the safety aspect, I can see, you know, Z, she does some risque stuff, you know, jokingly in Fortnite, etc. And if somebody comes and clips that, oh well, it's just a game. But at the same time, me as a guy, if somebody came and, you know, clipped her body and, you know, manipulated that and photo stuff and whatnot, that would be way beyond the line. So I definitely can see the protection aspect.
Okay. Now, for y'all who do the Sims and the GTRP, do you turn your cameras on?
No.
No, not really. Not anymore.
Okay.
I think it takes away from your character.
It does.
Yeah, I think when I very first started playing the streams, like The Sims, I wouldn't have my camera on. I would switch between, but then other times I would just have my camera on throughout all, because like what I do with my Sims on streams is platonically for streaming. But if it was a whole different story, if I'm not streaming and I've put that mod back in, it becomes a whole different scenario. So I think I have to kind of like, sometimes I forget. There has been a few times where I have forgotten that I haven't took the mod pack out, and I've been there, I've sat streaming, and my facial expressions are like, and I've had a couple of people like, what's going on? What, you know? And I'm like, and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm just like,
oh shit.
Switched it over, and I'm just like, so now I'm very careful. So now I always have to remember, take the mod folder out. We can do normal, but when I'm not streaming, that's a whole different situation.
So it's more to the point of there's a separation of you versus content. Okay. And Dana, what about you? Like, you mentioned that you used to do you still do that kind of
I'm sorry. What was the question? I was talking to Mark.
You stated that you did a style of content similar to that, right? I forget what you call it. It was you were running around acting like a whore, getting STDs and stuff.
BitLife.
Oh,
BitLife,
that was
thank you.
BitLife. I wasn't streaming that, but
Okay.
that's not to say that I wouldn't do some stupid shit like that.
Okay.
Because again, that's just a game. It's like that's what games allow you to do, is live out fantasies you may have that go against your morals or what you would really do in real life. It's your chance to like free yourself from those holds and just
It's an experimentation phase.
yeah, essentially.
It isn't any different from whether you're doing GTRP or whether you're doing Sims. It isn't any different from whether you're playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever. You're still playing that character. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the last major question I have.
I was gonna say I don't have a camera on, period, when I stream anymore. I have a picture.
Yeah, it's very
I
rare
found-
that I ever saw you with a camera on. So.
I mean, I have obviously a camera. I used to stream all the time with a camera on, and it was more or less, I felt like having my camera on was fueling the fire for the negative in my streams. So I shut off my stream, and now I just have a picture up, period.
What about doing that? Just taking a picture, like all glammed up how I would want to look on cam, and just have that still frame for when I'm just not feeling it. But they can still see what I look like. I'm just
See, I
and
like that idea.
So
that's
would y'all
my
not be
thought.
more
you
appealed
see what I
to-
look like.
But would you not be more appealed to Llama's approach to just create a VTube that is similar in appearance, maybe not exact, but
I'm
No.
too stupid to be able to do anything like that.
I don't need anybody to see all of
Never.
this greatness in a VTube. I want it to look like my GTA character who's banging.
Yep,
Like,
exactly.
VTubing's
Like, I
never
don't need
been
it to
my
look
cup of
like me.
tea,
I
so-
just want her to look
Okay.
banging.
it was just a question,
Exactly.
just because we're talking. So, two last questions. One I know is going to probably cause an uproar from Dana and Lady for sure. And
Aw, hell.
no,
shit,
it's
Sherlock.
an entertaining question. I'm trying to the whole argument that
Gotta be about dicks.
and actually I think Llama will probably have something interesting to say to this too. For you ladies who play first-person shooters, I think everybody here has played one at some point or another. How do y'all feel about the whole standard of the whole guys are better than girls at
I'll lick my asshole.
it? Just,
Suck my motherfucking
Girls
bag
can
of
be
dicks.
just as good at first shooters as a man can.
I
If
may
not
not
some
shoot for
people
shit,
can.
but no. No.
Gonna leave it at this. Guys can be good at it, and women can be good at it. I have watched streamers that I used to be close to on Twitch that probably could have busted Ninja's chops. It has nothing to do with the fact he has a penis. That doesn't win against practice, coordination, and dedication to your game or your craft or whatever. Like, gender doesn't matter in that instance. Now, am I expanding that into like professional sports in real life? No. Women's sports are biological women's sports. Men's sports are biological women's sports.
yeah,
You
we're
cannot
gonna leave it
mix
on
the
video
two.
games because that's a whole.
But
other...
we're leaving that.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean that's not the same thing here in video gaming. If you put forth the effort and you put forth the practice, you can do. And honestly, women would probably be better than men because women are more attentive to detail.
I wanted to kind of poke at Llama a little because I've watched her. You play. It's Firelight,
Oh,
right?
so I play
Farlight's
Farlight, I
banging.
play Fortnite, I play I don't know, we play a shitload of different games, to be honest. We've been playing a lot of Farlight. But I am probably pretty good at playing Farlight and fucking Fortnite better than some fucking dudes I've met. They're okay, not to go against Zara and all the other men in this room. Yeah, Zara. But I feel like we do a lot better than getting less sweatier than men in video games, to be honest. Like, yes, we do get sweaty in areas that we can control, but in video games, I feel like you said, we're very paying attention to detail. We're like, okay, this is how we're gonna extract. I call out everything. I say like, okay, well,
Yep.
this is
Uh-huh.
happening here, and we're gonna go and make sure this get done. okay, there's a guy shooting over here. I pay attention to all of it. Even my husband told me, he's like, man, you're really good at call outs. Like, and I'm like, yes, I am. Thank you. So I honestly, I feel like girls do better than guys in video games, but that's making it seem sexist in a way. but I'm just
No,
being
it's
honest
it's-
about
Handle
it.
no, honestly,
Since I've
Stand on
been
what
called
she
out,
said.
I just want to input one thing, and that is, I've never seen a girl miss a toilet, but I miss that shit all the time. So they probably
You
are
miss
better
the
at it.
toilet. Yeah.
See, this is the
He
thing.
tells
This is
me.
the thing that I struggle with is we do pay attention to detail. But if you've ever played with my husband, spend 5 minutes with him. That man controls the entire game from the time we enter
Hold
the
on.
motherfucking lobby till
Hold
the
on, but
minute
but
we
that's Lama's
die.
Yeah,
point.
he's like, oh, we're leaving now,
No,
right?
no, hold on. But that's the point. Like, if he picks a drop, he's off on his own little tangent, and if I go my way, I go my way. It's
100%.
like, well,
You're
fuck you,
absolutely
we're
right.
dead.
But you guys,
But
all
you
of
don't.
you,
But if you ever once let me take control of the game, you always say that I don't pay attention to the detail. Why should I pay attention when you don't let me?
you're absolutely right, and I've owned that on more than one occasion. I'm highly competitive. I
Girls,
get,
girls
Holy shit, Chad!
games only. Girls games only. That's what it is.
I'm
Girls
telling you,
versus
like
guys.
I'm great with callouts, but it's like I've got to be given the opportunity to shine.
You're
Yeah.
you're 100% correct. That is a major fault of mine, and I have openly admitted to it. And you know, I have zero problems owning that. It's something that I've just been used to. I play a certain way, and you know, and it's like Llama said. Unfortunately, I'm a little too sweaty sometimes, and get frustrated. And
Too sweaty.
Look,
Guys are
here's
just
the
too
thing.
sweaty.
I think that the reason the general consensus, like that's even a term of guys play better than girls, or what the fuck ever that nonsense is, right? Guys play. How am I looking to word this? Guys play for skill. Girls play to have fun and
Yep.
gain skill in the
Exactly.
process.
Yep.
mhm.
But you also have to
For
remember.
guys, it's always a competition. For girls, we just like to have fucking fun.
I
But
mean,
you gotta
and
also remember,
and
there's
it-
a lot of shitty players out there, whether they're guys or girls. Like that's the thing that they always say is guys always play this up like they're such great players, but they're just as shitty sometimes.
No, you're
My
absolutely
thing
right
is-
because I'm watching my chats here. Smittycom came in on Twitch here. She is very, very good, but she is, well, we give each other shit about being competitive, whatever. She is the least competitive that, you know, for being as good as she is, but she does phenomenal at it. And she's better than me. She pushes me to while I want to try harder. You know, you're absolutely right. I agree 100%. Ladies, in a lot of what, and if you're going to stack it, if we're going to like weigh it out, I think women are better in the long run. They're not as competitive, so it's less shit talking and trash talking, unless it's in good fun. The vibes,
I'll shit talk. I don't even care.
but it's not. It's in a non-toxic way.
It's more well. It's non-toxic, yeah, because I'll just look at the character's ass and like, dang girl, look at that ass.
I
Look at
don't
her
know.
Run.
I don't know. If
Yeah.
I'm playing Fortnite and somebody kills me, I do not hesitate to turn around and be like, "You fucking twat waffle!" Like, I'm very competitive. Like, when it comes to my Fortnite, I will definitely call somebody a twat waffle in a second. And I'm very competitive. Like, I don't like people being on my team if they're gonna come up right behind me after I've shot somebody 4 times and they're about to be dead, and then them take my kill. Like I can feel the infuriation inside of me. Like, you motherfucker, that was my kill. You know?
No,
Yeah.
I get it. But again, and so Z's, you would kind of be the exception to, somewhat of an exception to what we're saying. Sarah, I know you would tend to like to just have a bit more fun. Phoenix, I've never actually seen you play a shooter. My experience with you is
I
GT.
do actually play
I
a
know
lot of
you
shooter
do
games.
because you love to come into Discord when I'm at work and be like, "Who wants to play COD?" And I still haven't bought COD to be able to play multiplayer. So
I'll be honest with you. I'm both ways. I can have fun with it. I can be competitive with it. I have my friends list actually is kind of divided in a sense. Like depending on who I play with, depends on how I play. I've got my friends that we always shoot the ship kind of deal. Like, oh, let's see who's got the top of the leaderboard. I jokingly every single time I join a lobby and I've got what we call blueberries, where people we don't know are playing with us, I always tell them at the beginning of the lobby, hey, I'm bottom of the leaderboard all the time. Let me take it. And if I see somebody down there, I yell at them in spots. Like, I am that person. I jokingly say all the time, you know, every anchor, and I am gladly will take that anchor spot. But there are days that I carry, you know. There was one day we were playing a game, God, I don't even remember what we were playing, and I dropped like 18 kills. I think it was Search and Destroy. I almost like and died like twice. Like, it's insane. There are days that I can be a sweat. They're like, nah, not today.
Smitty says it all the time when we play with them. Somebody has to be your anchor, and you've got to be okay with that.
I'll
you
take
have
it
to have an
gladly.
anchor. I'm the anchor in certain things, and I'm totally okay with that. It is what it is. But I think the thing that's different is I tend to play with who I'm playing with. Like, if I'm playing with just lead, I tend to play the lead style just because that's what we're used to doing. If we're playing with Dana, I kind of tend to, okay, well, I don't got to play to his style. I got somebody else to go hang out with.
She loves it. She keeps saying I need to play with Dana more because I can relax a little bit. So, no,
I need him to stop acting like he's gonna hurt her feelings when he tells her what the fuck did you do that for?
I want her to come back, so.
She'll come back.
Wait a minute. When was there ever a time you needed to tell me what the fuck did you do that for? Hold on. Hold on.
That's another day.
No, ma'am. You done brought it up now. Go ahead.
But no, I think to everybody's point, I think to chat's point, to all you ladies' point, ladies have a very unique ability to be able to separate competitiveness from having fun, whereas guys are just very much gotta win, unless they know going in, and even then, a lot of guys can't stick to this is just for fun. You know, it tends to still get competitive to some nature as well, and then the shit talking starts, and you know.
I'll tell somebody to 1v1 me. I don't care.
But like, think about it. Like, when Lita and I play, we start out saying it's gonna be fun, and by the end of the night, we're competitively like yelling at each other. Because it's like, what the fuck?
Nope. I literally, I'm sorry. I'm somebody who, I don't play with people that it's, you know, if we're not winning, we're losing. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't take a loss every now and again.
No, see, I can take the loss.
Me,
It's just
like,
I'm a very in the moment. Like, it's about the moment. Once it's over and done, I'm done. I'm not gonna say shit. When, like, if we're you know, it's like, okay, well, let's move on. Yeah, it's
well, obviously
frustrating.
you fucking
Well,
are.
that sounds like a porno.
No,
Obviously,
honestly,
you
I
are
think
still gonna say stuff because you know you're not gonna be open about it because you think you're gonna irritate me, and you know all I'm gonna do is cuss you out. But go ahead, say what you need to say, bruh, because now you got me wondering.
I don't know. I don't remember what we were doing, but we were annoying him. I don't remember what we were doing.
He was annoying the shit out of me, calling all the drops off bus like I'm gonna fucking survive that shit. The hell? Why don't you fucking call something out there in the middle of nowhere so we can actually get geared up before we come into contact? Like, come on, I got shit to say too. You want to go? We can go right here. I care not, good sir. What the fuck? The truth fucking comes out. I ain't playing Fortnite with y'all motherfuckers no more.
Yes, you will.
No, the fuck I
I
ain't.
stayed on my behavior. What the hell? I'm the good one here.
I love that. Smitty goes, I love it when somebody else picks on Misfit.
Man, I'm actually behaving myself. But no, the whole point of the question, I knew what everybody was going to say, but it was good to hear. Yes, the humor behind some of those responses. I mean, we heard Z's and Sarah and Mama and everybody. I'm honestly surprised Phoenix actually was a bit quieter than I anticipated. So,
I was just letting everybody else talk.
I just expected initial outrage because I've hung out with you enough. I know your usual responses to stuff like that. So the question was more for the humorous aspect of it. It was pretty obvious what everybody was going to say. Is there any last bit that y'all would throw out for female streamers in this industry? Like, is there any advice that you have, woman to woman, that would help somebody? Say, we'll pick on Z's here first for a minute, being relatively newer in this industry. What advice would y'all give her who've been doing this for a while to help her continue on and everything, and continue making forward motion in her career?
Be yourself. don't be anybody else but yourself, because people that will like see for her would be those that are genuine and will accept that C is who she is regardless of anything. So always be yourself.
That's good advice.
Mine
Grow
is
a very-
keep going. Even when it gets
Yeah.
tough, just keep going. Like, I don't know how to explain it, I guess. Like, everybody has their moments where they, hit like a dead zone, apparently, I guess, with streaming. But you're going to keep going. Being persistent and allowing yourself to grow in areas like that. What's going to keep you, like, up there, I guess.
I would say have fun, enjoy what you're doing, meet new people, make sure you have snacks, because if you're not happy and you don't have snacks next to you, you're gonna be fucked, and you're like, what the hell? Why don't I have snacks? Z knows. She knows she has to have snacks. I have to have chocolate nearby. So yeah, always have fun, enjoy everything you're doing. If you have to throw something at someone, you already know who's right next to you. He's definitely a target. But other than that, you'd be okay. Yep, big target. But tiny little hamster. But other than that, just have fun doing what you're doing, because don't worry about what other people are doing, what other people are saying. Just enjoy what you're doing yourself. You're welcome.
Grow
Mine
a
would
very
be-
thick skin.
That's what I was gonna
Mine
say.
is grow a very thick skin. Be prepared to have haters and to have trolls and to have people who don't like you. And I work on that daily. So that would be my advice: is learn how to grow a thick skin and be okay with people not liking you. That's their choice.
It's great advice coming from you.
I was
It
gonna say,
is, but
I
it's something.
You stole my advice because that's the advice I always give her.
I was gonna say, when I first started streaming, somebody would send, like, when I would
You're gonna have to repeat that.
okay, so Mike is like garbage. Anyway, something that, like, one of my friends, that when I first started streaming, started doing. Did it cut out again?
You're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that when you have a rough stream, go and play, like, music. Go listen to your music, jam out, and be you again. They always sent me "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift, honestly. Let the haters hey.
I listen to Boney. Good. Okay.
I don't know.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's all I can say.
You do you, boo.
Hey, I'm sorry.
got-
The Magic Mike was for me, so.
I got kind of a goofy question. Maybe not goofy. I mean, you can take it
It's
goofy, it can be
goofy.
serious.
Okay.
But what is one of the biggest icks that what is your
Pet
what
peeve.
is the most what is something that gives you the most ick when it comes to viewers? Whether it be something they say or a certain way they act. What is something that immediately gives you the ick when it comes to viewers?
Extra clingy,
Oh shit, Dana. then
especially
I'm
men.
I was gonna say I'll skip your stream then.
No, like, I have had, so it's a combo answer here. So I've had males who would come in and just seem to get, like, awkwardly attached to me, like almost feeling like not stalkerish, but like they were trying to implant themselves into a boyfriend like role while not having the title, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. But then also there was ones who kind of did that, but it wasn't as creepy. It was more just I think we talked about this in the podcast, Lead and Lady, but they would come in and every time they entered the stream, there was some god awful detriment
Trauma
to their
dumping.
life, or
They're trauma dumping.
yeah, the trauma dumping. I can't. I tried my best to just be like, I'm here for you. But you say I'm here for you, then they want to keep telling you. You have to be careful how you word it to show that I care about you. I hope things get better, but I'm not your fucking therapist. So the combination of those two is just real instant cringe.
My instant cringe is all your graphics artists that want to come in and take 5 seconds to be like, hey, hi, how are you? And then tell you how much your shit sucks. Bitch, if I wanted your opinion, I'd have given it to you. But I didn't ask you for it, so get the fuck out. Like, that annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the people that like constantly spam the same message. Like, I had one time somebody came in and said, hey, how are you? I addressed it. They did not hear me addressing it. So then they spammed it and spammed it. I think I had like 37 messages of the same message from the same person with 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Damn.
And for me, that's like, bro, like, what are we doing?
What about you, Llama?
Sorry, I'm doing like 20 things.
No, you're good.
Literally, that's what I have to do all the time. So I get the graphic designers all the time ask the same question. I always respond, or they have a conversation with me and then they continue doing whatever they're doing, trying to promote themselves. Usually I have a lot of people that would come in and just say like multiple things, just random, like I have a massive cock and it's this big.
Yeah,
and
I've
I'm
had
like,
those
oh
too.
yeah, thank you. I wanted to know that. And then we'll feed into it and we'll be like, really, what else do you have? And like, it doesn't, like, trolls that come into my stream don't end. They come into the stream and sometimes they'll leave as a troll, or they won't leave as a troll and they'll stick around. But other than that, most of them, they're going bye-bye. They'll just say stupid things all the time. But honestly, I do it myself. Like, not like I do it to my friends to bother them for fun because I think it's funny. And they do it back to me, so it's like this little back-to-back thing. Honestly, it's just the graphic designers. I'm like, really, you're a graphic designer? Me too. We should like collab sometimes. Because I
think I heard your response like that one time before.
Like, what do you like? I'm a VTuber, so I'm obviously doing a lot of graphics, but I'm also doing random graphics on the side for other streamers. So I'm doing like a whole bunch of different things, and like when someone comes in and says I am a graphic designer, I just forgot to breathe for there. They'll be like, oh yeah, just message me here, and I'll be like, can someone go message them and tell them no? Just send someone over there. Yeah, so it doesn't faze me, and it doesn't really bother me, but it's what it is. And my mods are like, they know on point because they're all VTubers, so they understand certain stuff, so they also get attacked by the same people, so we're just like, we're helping each other out. But yeah.
And I'm gonna say not even just graphic designers, even sometimes other streamers.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has like had that happen.
I had one verified streamer from Kick come over, and he was trolling, but it was a weird way because he was kind of mocking my mod, and you don't do that to my girls. Like, they're girls. Like, all my mods are girls. I had guys before, and it was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. It's just my opinion. They're very sexual, and we're sexual girls, so we talk a lot of penises. They came in and started saying stuff, and they were trolling my mods, and they instantly banned them. Obviously, you don't do that. And then they're like, oh, I was just kidding. And I'm like, don't be kidding in here.
Doesn't
don't
matter.
do that. Yeah. So it's happened when other streamers, I know that trolls, they will be trolls and they'll cause chaos.
Well, my thing is going in and saying, oh, hey, I'm live too. Check me out.
Oh,
hey,
I
I've
hate
got
that.
you tab me too. And it's like, bro.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
busy.
interested. Yeah, I'm
Like,
busy
That's
streaming.
self promotion,
Yeah.
and it's not allowed in my streams.
No.
That's a big no-no.
Way
See,
out there.
I have like shout outs for like my main people who are
Well, right.
consistently in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
stream, you know?
Or if I
Or
ask
I will like
you, hey, are
shout
you
them out.
streaming?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'll
But if
shout
I
shout
don't
them
ask,
out, or
you
yeah.
don't say.
No, yeah.
Or if they see you're streaming, hey, how's your stream? You know,
Right.
like. But
If
then
I
that's on
instigate
me.
the conversation, right? If
Yep.
I'm asking you, then you have full rights to disclose anything about your stream. But don't come in there and like side hint and indirectly hint, so that you can try to nab some viewers. Like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to take my 2 viewers, take my 2 viewers.
Oh yeah.
Well, not
take
only
it
that,
back.
but if they're gonna leave me, then I'm not doing something right. I'm not keeping them entertained if they would rather be somewhere else. So
Mhm.
Z, Sarah, what about you? What's your biggest ick?
I think it
I
would
use
be
the
me and-
pop-up 'cause
Go ahead,
it's
Sarah.
mine. I think for me, my biggest ick is the same with Llama. When you've the content creators, oh, we can make you this, or who done your, I've had it done to me like once now on LiveSpace, and they came into my stream and was like, oh, who done your graphics picture, who done this, who done your overlays? I was like, for one, I did my own overlays.
Yeah, exactly.
And for two, one of my followers, and she comes in, Sylvia, when she came into my streams, she was there on a regular basis. So she's the one who done my profile picture on like my banner. She done my little icon picture.
Yep.
And I said, well, I have somebody. Oh, well, we could do this, and this. And I said, well, I'm not really interested. As you can see, like, I do my own overlays, and I have already had somebody do something. As I respect that you're trying to come in here, but this isn't necessary.
Then another thing is when you say, hey, I'm doing my own, and then you say, I use Canva, it's free. Why would I pay money premium for your stuff? Yeah. And you look
Hang
at
on,
their
I
stuff
pay for
too,
premium
it's
on
bad.
Canva.
Well, I
Yes.
do too. I have a group that I get it for
But I
all
mean,
of them. Yeah, you can have
honestly,
up to
compared
5 or
to
6
what you would
people
pay.
in your group. Yeah. So I pay for everyone, but like at the time I would have people, and I'm like, well, I'm using Canva, and that's free, so I don't really need anything. Thanks. And then I was doing other stuff for other people, like custom llamas, which was fun to make sometimes. But other than that, like, yeah, it was out of point. Like Sarah said, there was out of point that you can't just you just tell them no, I do them. I don't need any of that. That's dumb. Why would I want that?
Well, I hate to do this to you guys, but it is getting late over here.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah.
No,
I have to
We're
make
gonna-
dinner too.
Yeah, we're coming
I-
to
But,
close here.
It's been really, really great. You guys are just amazing, and it's been nice getting to know you,
I
Phoenix.
know you're amazing, Sarah.
Nice
And
meeting
to know
you.
more of you, Danu. It's nice to get to know more about everyone. So it has been great, but I do have to love you and leave you all. So.
No, that's definitely fine.
No, get some sleep.
leave,
Thank you,
leave
Sarah.
the money on the nightstand, Sarah.
Man, she
I'll
just
try.
died in dashed.
Sarah, don't
I'm
forget
about
to
to
poop.
go hit up another DV, so I'm gonna be quite flying high right now. So I'll be sleeping good. But take care, guys.
Have a
You
good
too.
night.
Have a good night.
Night.
Lovely.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I gotta
yeah.
make dinner.
yeah, we'll wrap it up here. I do appreciate it because I was looking at the time too. We've got to go to the store
Yeah, I
too.
didn't realize it was 5:30.
But
I already ate my dinner while we were doing this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, it's only
Like,
3:30
hungry.
here. The fuck.
I know, because you're Pacific time. Goddamn.
But
But yeah.
ladies, I do appreciate it. I will have this up. We get this wrapped up here soon. I should have this up tonight, so y'all can go back and listen to it if you
Yeah,
want to.
if you need any like pictures of penises over Joker's images, that's just let me know.
Surprisingly, not a lot of penis talk.
No, we did.
No,
Yeah,
it was butt talk.
There's definitely well,
Well,
their
it
whole
was more
thing is
Joker
about
and his butt talk.
yeah. All they talk about is butt stuff and how they want to connect like the centipede. That's literally what FK really is. I literally
Lots of
asked
fun
for
stuff.
girls,
Like,
and
well,
that's
you
when
know.
Z came, Sarah, and everyone. Yeah, I'm so happy for more girls. Just
There
bring
you
them
go.
all in.
I
I'm fine.
literally looked at
Hey,
Lucha the
Phoenix.
other day and said, "Give me the FK, please."
That's your hint.
Yeah.
That she should ask for a
Okay.
Discord
Well,
invite.
I've been promoting to have girls in here multiple times. Zara can say, I literally have. When I joined, I literally was like, "Why isn't there any girls in here?" And then I was like, "We need more right now." And then
We're
why
not
we
as
have
I think
involved in
more
the butt play as they
specifically,
are.
she wanted to know like why there wasn't any more boobs in there.
Yeah, there were
If
so
we're
many
gonna be
sausages.
specific.
They were lit. If you go up, if you're in that chat, if you go all the way up to like a certain period, they're literally talking about sausages and how they have butts and how they want to put their butts in with their sausages. Oh my god, it's too much. So I had to get more boobs in there.
No, I told them. I told Joker yesterday. I said,
bother
"You
them.
give me the FK role and we will talk."
I will bother them. I'll take them.
Yeah, I already put FK in my Discord name, so.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yay.
Now, Phoenix, in case you're missing it, that was trying to hint. It's like that's your hint to say, hey, where's that Discord link for me? So, you know.
Oh yeah, you can, yeah. Right?
Man, listen.
It's a special club.
My
I'm
5-year-old
sorry.
knows how to also operate Discord, apparently. So, like, I have in one of my servers team chat, I had to mute that chat because if it pops up across my phone, my child is pulling it up, and I'm like, yeah.
But all right, ladies. On that note, we are going to wrap it up here. I do appreciate it. So if you guys need to take off, I'm just going to close up here and then
Take off what? Close?
Hang on, time out. I
Wait,
didn't
I
hear
can't take
Z's
the
ick.
clothes off right now.
turn your
But
cameras
thank
off.
you for offering.
Yeah, no, you're good. But
I didn't hear Z's
I
ick.
mean,
I'm
But-
on
you see Dana
camera.
right here.
Maybe
For-
tomorrow.
it definitely was fun.
Minecraft Monday.
Minecraft
I could do
Monday.
that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Guys, hopefully you'll
I
learn
didn't hear
something.
Z's ick. Wait
Z's.
to that. Stop. I
Why
got
is
you,
yelling
lady.
stop?
Don't
What
you
the
worry.
fuck happened?
Geez, so we need your ick before there's a riot in here.
My ick is when guys come in your chat and they're trying to be flirtatious and stuff, and you're like, bro, I'm just here to play a game. And I think that's gonna be the biggest ick that
Why
I've
do you
dealt
gotta
with so
come
far.
in and
But
be
like I said, I'm still
flirtatious
new.
right then?
Guys are pigs. Okay, let's just.
Why
let's
is
just,
that okay?
let's
Like,
just
why
cut to the
would
chase.
you
He's
even
a
know
pig.
me?
The fuck?
I love you,
Listen,
babe.
I feel-
Dude, I'm thankful that you find me beautiful, but so's my man. So
Right,
That's
like
true, yeah.
you know nothing about me, and you're coming in here to hit on me. Like,
I have several personalities. Promise you don't want to fuck with me.
Which one would you like? 1 through 20? And how many of my children would you like? Would you like 1 through 20? Let's pick a number.
Wait, you stop at 20?
I
I
mean,
have over 1,000
usually-
personalities.
20 usually scares them off.
yeah, I feel Z on that one. Like, damn,
I do.
that's so fucking cringe. Why do I say that? Why am I saying?
Why are
cringe?
you saying
Why am I-
cringe? Why would you?
I don't fucking know because I have.
Why
kids
did you
and
do it?
Just like I sometimes say John.
Oh,
It-
I
it's
read a
like
song.
saying-
I literally wrote a song about John.
I can't stand
like
it. I hate
a-
I
Philadelphia.
literally made a song about that. Someone told me
I
to.
hate it.
All right,
I know, I'm
ladies.
It's like saying ain't no way after hanging out with Phoenix too long.
Hey, I
Alright,
say
guys.
ain't no way.
So we can get Llama out of here to go make dinner, guys.
Yes, I have to make dinner, and I have
have to
to.
too.
I have to host
be
a
over there,
Jackbox
Lama.
event with my family.
Go for
I have
it.
that and homework.
But guys, for everybody who's been watching and listening, just understand these ladies here. They're all phenomenal people, but they're also human beings as well. All right, they're no different
I'm a
from
llama.
us. Okay, fine. We got human beings and a llama.
Thank
Okay,
you. Appreciate it.
you're welcome. I gotta make sure we're politically correct here.
Yeah, make sure you have that.
24, dude. Program.
But honestly, the whole point, you get to know them from, on a different level. They get to meet some other people as well. Granted, the majority of them already knew each other. But it was a great time, ladies. Thank you. I definitely got some unique perspectives on things. I hope everybody else did. And until next time, guys, I will catch y'all later.